Whoa, hello, look, it's me, the dumb bitch. Ugh. You know what I just realized? The little fake boobies are still back there. Oh well, if we get demonetized, we get demonetized. It's not like it matters. I don't even have 500 subscribers. Hi, what is up, my fellow loonies? It's me, LoonFromNeptune. It's fucking 10:30 in the PM. It's 10:23 if you want to get technical. I'm rounding up. Who gives a flying fuck anyway? We're all gonna die. So, we're just gonna enjoy life while we can, because life's too short to give a shit. And quite frankly, I don't even give a shit if no one's watching today, because I just don't. Oh, look at LoonFromNeptune. He's being morbid and crazy. That's unique and different than usual. Never done before. Anyway, today, instead of drawing on a drawing tablet and showing you everything that's going on like a fucking normal person, we're just gonna look at... You can't even see that. Haha, let's mess with the fucking exposure. Alright, look, the camera's darker now. Let's see, can we see that? Yes, we can. Okay. So earlier, like 2-3 days ago, I drew this little, like, me, because, I don't know if you saw earlier. Let's see if we can pull the bitch up. You see that guy? Yeah, that guy. That's the LoonFromNeptune that I have currently. I fucking hate his guts, so we're gonna kill him. Yeah, he's gonna die. So, we're gonna try and make him fit the new branding and the new vibe. And we've got a story this time. I'm not gonna be talking about that, but we have a story now. Yeah, this was just the first drawing I did a few days ago to try and do something a little more reminiscent to me. As you can see, I have facial hair now. Crazy. Whoa. I've definitely never had facial hair on the channel before. Alright, we'll just skip ahead. Boom. While we're at it, let's go ahead and put a little something on the screen here. Let's see if I can find, what do you call it? No, that's a media source. It's been so long since I've done OBS shit that I don't even remember where anything is. We're gonna call this image, because that's all that really matters. And we're gonna show a picture that, oh, I guess I don't have it downloaded. Never mind, give me a second to find the image. Yeah, you can tell I'm so professional, guys. Been doing this for years, can't you tell? Alright. This is a piece of fan art that one of my best friends drew for me, based on a much older version of LoonFromNeptune. Let's go ahead and pull that version up while we're at it. Because, yeah, why the hell not? Okay, you know what, while we're at it, why don't we just kind of grab like a picture from every single different version of the LoonFromNeptune so that we can compare all the versions that have ever existed and will ever exist. Okay, so we got that version. Let's go ahead and pull this version. And then we'll pull the version that I was using officially for a time before the current modern one. Yeah, by the way, guys, I apologize for my erratic behavior today, because I am fucking bananas. Okay, so starting off, we've got version 1.0 over here in the corner. This is the very first version of LoonFromNeptune that I ever drew, for YouTube purposes, other than the floating naked man in space. We don't talk about that one ever. And then we'll go ahead and we'll, this is a long-winded explanation for the new design that I have already kind of figured out. Okay, this is 2.0, which, as you can see, closely resembles the fan art that my friend over here did. We'll go ahead and put Mr. Gweester. Jesus Christ. Put him right over there. And then we'll go ahead and we'll grab fucking 3.0. This dumbass bitch. I also hate him for different reasons, but we'll talk about him in a bit. One thing to also remember, guys, is that style is not the same as design. So this is the same design. Only real difference is some of the tampografs on the jacket are gone and his shoes are purple instead of red. We'll go ahead and put that one here. That's 4.0. And now you already saw 5.0, but let's go ahead and grab him anyway. And then let's kill the fan art real quick. Stop. Jesus Christ, OBS, you suck. Okay, you know what might actually help with attention spans and all that? We're gonna play some music in the back. Oh, Jesus. What is going on? Apologies. Apologies, I may or may not be bad at my job. Ooh, jazzy. We'll go ahead and turn down the input just so it's not too loud for you guys in the audience. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Alright, so version 1.0 is... Nope. Duh. That one right there. So, blue tank top, shorts, Sonic shoes, and hair. That was longer. The Gwister is 2.0 with the purple shirt and the red Gurren Lagann glasses. That one is based on an old character I had in the 8th grade called Gui, which was a misspelling of... an purposeful misspelling of Gucci. Anyway, it was a joke about how he dressed fancily and was kind of a slut. So 2.0 is when I started having more of a character persona, if you will. Version 1.0 is just what if it was me but a character. 3.0 was, man, I kind of fucking hate the new design. I want to go back to the original look for the character but improve it a little bit. So what I did is I was like, okay, maybe I'll give him a little jacket, keep the purple shirt and the pants and the shoes from the already existing Gui design, because I think those bits are pretty good. The only real problem is just I don't like his face. So we made the glasses a little bit smaller so they're not quite as obnoxious. Overall, it wasn't an awful thing, but I just hate the way it's drawn. My art style at the time was fucking awful. And then we move on to this version, 4.0, which was me trying to have a cleaner line art style. I don't know if you can really tell, but all the other ones had a really messy look, and that was because I fucking sucked at art. So this time around it was a little bit cleaner. But yeah, I just kind of hated the design. I thought stylistically it wasn't... It was better than the one before, but I just didn't like it. Easiest way to say it, I just didn't care for it. So then my art style in senior year started to become more cartoony and like chibi, I guess is the super deformed, cutesy, like classic cartoony style. I wanted to be more rubber hosey. So that's how we got version 5.0 over here. And for a while, I was really proud of it. I was like, look, the artwork, it's great. That's all there ever exists of this character though. And I don't know, none of it was vibing with me. Easiest way to say it. I wasn't vibing with any of it. Oh my god, it's Moist Guigui when he was a minor. Exactly! Sorry, I haven't been reading chat. Welcome in, Omega Strike. I'm probably crazy and rambly right now. I already know I am, but get that mini player shit out of my face, Opera GX. Yeah, anyway, all those suck. So today we're gonna be talking about we're gonna pull up that fan art again, which was of version that one right there, the one that's blinking. Let's go ahead and get rid of the other ones. You can see where the inspiration came from there. The purple shirt, the hair, the glasses, all that. I thought that artwork was really cool. but at the time it didn't fit my vibe, and it still isn't necessarily me, but this is a fucking character. So anyway, here's the current look that I'm gonna go for. So we got facial hair. We kind of go back to that classic hairstyle, but a little more artsy fartsy. God, that white balance is not doing us any favors right now. Let's pull it away a little bit if we can. We got a little axolotl here, right there, named Ziggy, who's kind of another channel mascot. I was working on a different version that was an axolotl. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you guys. Yeah, we'll go over some design stuff. So we got like a little tank top, like polo shirt, with like a little like sports shirt underneath that's rolled up sleeves, a little baggier. We got like some Doc Martens, very vague because I can't fucking draw. But there's the shoes. We got a little Ziggy on the boobie right there, as like a little yo, he's my pal or whatever. We've lost the glasses, but there will be another Gurren Lagann reference in fuck. He has a little necklace, and the necklace is a little drill, based off of Simone's drill from Gurren Lagann. Okay, so we'll move on. Next page here, we drew some we drew the new Gwister from different angles here, so you can kind of get an idea of how we do things. And we've got the Rantsona poses. Wow, wowee. Where did the other ones go? I had two other sheets. Okay. While I was at work, I drew, I don't fucking know, man. And of course, my personal favorite, fuck you, bro. Yeah, so in today's stream, basically, the easiest way to explain what we're going to be doing, you're not going to be seeing me doodle. I'm just going to be doodling over here, and then I'll be answering questions and talking to y'all, and then every once in a while I'll show you my progress, because I'm too lazy to set up an elaborate camera system where you can see everything on my desk, especially because if I move my camera ever so slightly, you'll see my room's kind of in shambles right now. There's all my, like, Transformers, my purse, my snacks, and yeah, you know, it's just, it's in total shambles right now because I work all day and I don't have time to clean shit. So, we're not gonna set up that fancy camera system for that reason alone. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just doodle and talk to you guys. Let me adjust my camera ever so slightly so you guys can see me a little bit better. And so it's not like, you know, I'm slouching and all you see are my fucking eyebrows and forehead. So maybe we do want to look at my messy floor, everybody. Wow. Hello. I don't know what I'm gonna draw. Probably the Gwister, like I've been doing. Okay, well, now that that's all taken care of, I'm gonna hide my preview, and I'm just gonna focus on chat. So, chat, do your thing. The new version is serving cunt, especially the crop top. Oh, thank you, Omega Strike. I appreciate that. Let me send some hearts in the chat. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Sorry. I've had a very long day of nothing and depression and stress. So, instead of addressing that problem, we're just gonna pretend like nothing is wrong in our lives, and, yeah, we're gonna draw. So, what am I going to draw? I don't even know. Maybe I need to do some warm-ups for a bit. So let's go ahead and move to another page, and I'll just kind of draw some random shit. Let's start off with a Sonic, because that's all I draw all the time. So I kind of know how he looks. Okay, we're gonna do his eyes, because I always start with his eyes for some reason. Yeah, and then remember, chat, not that there's really anyone here, but, you know, if you got things you would like to recommend or talk about, you know, This is kind of more of a let's just talk stream with some elements of let's just draw, if that makes any sense. So, if you want to talk about a specific topic, you know, drop it in the chat, and I'll try my very best to address it. Honestly, real with the depression shit. Yeah, look, listen, I work 40 plus hours a week. Right now, it's my first day off in a while, and then I have to go back to work in 2 days and work 7 days in a row, and then I get 9 days of vacation, which is not too bad. But the vacation, to put it simply, I'm excited for it, but also really stressed because it's a lot of money, and I'm basically living paycheck to paycheck, and it's a far away trip. I say far away. It's close to where I live, but it's far enough away. It's multiple hour long drive. And obviously just in general, like, when I have days off these days, all I want to do is nothing more than to collapse in bed and give up on life. But I love capitalism! Me too. I so love being a slave to corporate America. But that's a whole different can of worms. I'm fidgeting right now because I honestly don't know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm excited for the trip. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna see all sorts of fun things. But I'm also really nervous about it because I'm a broke bitch who has no money for himself, and I have no energy for myself either. So we're gonna try and enjoy that trip and not focus on the impending doom of our reality, because that kind of doomer mentality has made me worse than better. Of course, no need to political discourse. Of course not. Look, political stuff. Oh, we can't talk politics. Politics is controversial. Politics will get you cancelled. You know, I used to have friends who talked that way. And I'm no longer friends with them because what they meant by don't be political was we don't like your politics or your stance on things, so we don't want to hear you talk. Or better yet, it's we don't like that you're gay and think trans people have rights, so you can't talk about those things because that's political. So, needless to say, they're off the face of the earth. Trans rights are human rights, and if you think otherwise, whatever, man, that's cope. Seethe. Yeah, we're drawing Sonic now because, you know, as any good gay person should, we have obsession with the blue rat for no reason. We're kind of taking a subtle Uekawa style with this one. Not quite. It's still a little... It's not quite accurate, but it's pretty reminiscent of Yuji Uekawa. I'm a bad artist, but an even worse speaker. Yeah, I don't know if it was clear from the way I'm acting in this stream today, or based on how I've been acting with the YouTube stuff for about 3 years now, but my social skills have kind of deteriorated over time. Granted, part of that's because COVID fucked over how we handle social situations, but the other part of it is just that I was already antisocial, and then being stuck inside kind of helped push those antisocial tendencies to an 11. So I went from being somewhat antisocial with a full group of friends to entirely antisocial with all sorts of depression. And instead of trying to get out of my shell and talk to people, you know, I would just kind of crumble and die. Which is kind of what I've been doing for the past few years anyway. I have a few friends IRL that I don't really talk to because social interaction just freaks me the fuck out. And that's a fault of mine that I should probably go to therapy and work on. But I know my own faults, so I'm not gonna pretend like it's not a problem. So yeah, as you can tell, I've kind of decided that the no talking about real life bullshit and distracting yourselves from the impending doom was kind of a flat-faced lie. What this really is a trauma dump session with LoonFromNeptune. I hope you're enjoying, because LoonFromNeptune is too broke for therapy. Alright, let's take a look at our little warm-up Sonic real quick. Let's see if I can show it on stream alright. So we just drew his head. Oh god, yeah, wow. Yeah, the camera's not really helping us out here, but I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, that's our little Sonic for the warming up. We'll keep drawing little characters to... Yeah, anyway. Welcome to Trauma Dumping and Drawing with LoonFromNeptune. That's kind of all I do at this point whenever I make a comeback. But I think we're gonna... Oh yeah, if you're referring to those apolitical people, I know them. Fuck them. Yep. Omega Strike, I'm pretty sure you know exactly who I'm talking about. People in chat, if they're... I don't know who's watching, honestly, but... anyone who knows me and my channel and kind of has the most basic, like... How do I say... media literacy, I guess, could tell who I might be talking about. But, honestly, how do I put this other than, I've struggled to come to terms with that branching off from those friends. It was a necessary thing to happen, and I'm overall happy that it did. But coming to terms with it, and more importantly, finding out what to do after that was really hard. And I think it goes a lot deeper than some of you might think, because I don't think I've publicly talked about it, like, other than like a brief I had a falling out with friends, which is kind of the easy surface level stuff. The reality of that situation I could go in depth on, because I don't think they really give a shit. They might try to like DM me in private and be like, hey, you can't call us out like that, but honestly, I don't care what they think. And I doubt they care what I think anymore. We've lived separate lives now. So it'd be kind of weird and petty of them to even give a shit. You know what I mean? So, I guess, chat, I'm leaving fate up to you here. Should I fully address in bare bones, the least defamation style way? No, like not a debunking, not a call out, not like a, how do I say, just kind of telling you the basic details that kind of explain what caused my spiral into madness, if you will, without needing a full 3-hour long video with like research and like editing and all that shit. Or should I just leave it vague and to the gods, I guess? I'm gonna draw, but anyway, my point is, if y'all want me to talk shit, spill the tea, whatever, I'm totally okay with that, and I don't think they give a shit. And if they do, we can talk about that in private, because, you know, we're grown adults. And I think being silent about your trauma and your issues, honestly, if you feel like it's right talking about it, then do it. Okay, so then we might do it. Alright, so I'm going to pause this music here, and I'm going to scroll a little bit further down the playlist, because sorry. I might vibe with something else. Okay, that's a remix. We'll just skip to... Yeah, okay. So, we're just gonna talk about him, I think. So, I actually have a little brief document here that kind of explains the basic gist of things. And I'm gonna keep things pretty vague. Or not vague, but... Rather, I'm not gonna do a fully scripted thing. I'm just gonna go over kind of like a general thing. Like, the general layout of events. So, and we'll leave chat open while we do so. And while this has happened, maybe I'll draw some of the older versions of LoonFromNeptune for the fun of it. So, basically, to explain things, as you may or may not know, I used to be friends with these two other YouTubers named Bunkatron and AK Motions. And Bunkatron and AK Motions were my best friends in real life. So, we knew each other in middle school and mostly high school. And we all wanted to do the creator thing. So it was kind of like a... Well, if it works, it works. We all were in a friend group in middle school with my best friend at the time, who I will simply refer to as K. Not because we're just doing that because I'm not sure how, like, if they want me to tell their story fully. So I'll just refer to that friend as K for simplicity's sake. K was a great pal of mine. We met in 6th grade, and they wanted to make a movie. And I was like, hell yeah, let's make a movie together. So, through this movie, we had, we had made friends with a group of people, Bunkatron, AK Motions, another guy who I'll just be calling Mark for the video. And Mark was our director, and, needless to say, he was not the best person to work with, especially for your first movie. But we were, what, 12, 13 years old, so it didn't really matter. So we were having fun, hanging out every Saturday, working on this movie called Gangster's Honor. And the premise was about how'd I say, other than the original script, I think was about a Chinese immigrant who came to America and then wound up in a life of crime. And throughout this life of crime, he met up with some pretty messed up people who wanted to cause harm. So the movie was supposed to be somewhat like a commentary on, like, crime violence, but also be a fun action movie and kind of have some martial arts. It was going to be fun. But when you're working with Mark as a director, he wanted nothing more than action shots and all sorts of dumb stuff. So the focus was less on the character actions and more on more action sequences. We'd record like the same fight scenes over multiple days, and we would all get very tired. And that's ignoring all the interpersonal conflicts, like some comments that I would consider to be like derogatory that were made at the time. So Mark was not the best person to work with, but he also wasn't the worst, and we were less concerned about the actual work itself and more about making a project for fun. Because this was middle school, right? Or I guess that was early high school. We started working on it in middle school, but high school was kind of when we first finally started getting it off the ground. Honestly, you should have started making short films instead of taking on a big project like a movie. Yeah, exactly. The problem is all of us were so, like, we were aspiring filmmakers and we wanted to make something really big. But that meant that, you know, our first project was too ambitious for a couple of middle schoolers. So, through there I met Rylan and Landon, Bunkatron and AK Motions, and we all kind of became pals through there, and through our love of acting and movies and action. So, basically, we'll skip ahead a little bit. The movie didn't end up happening. We never ended up finishing it. It got canceled and scrapped. And then, for a time, Kay, my friend Kay, had a falling out with Rylan and Landon, because basically the best way to put it is my friend Kay was starting to become more aware of their sexual identity. I get it, and same could be said for my Red Striker project. I really wish it was kept as a personal thing rather than something that was announced. Yeah, I mean, it's a tale as old as time, unfortunately, with a lot of aspiring filmmakers, is they want to start off big, and, like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to start off with a bang, but when you do that, it burns you out, and when it doesn't turn out the way you want it to, you end up wanting to kind of give up. That's what happened to me, is I felt like this sudden, like, I'm not good enough for this, so I should just stop before I get too ahead of myself and put too much energy into a thing that I am clearly not good at. So, that comes a little bit later, but I know exactly that feeling of, like, the project that, like, we all really want to see take off, but we get just too far ahead of ourselves and it falls flat on our face. Okay, so this is a bad drawing, but we kind of got like an old Gwee kind of thing going on here as a warm-up. Oof, what was I talking about? Okay, we were making the movie, things started to fall off, movie got canceled. My friend Kay was discovering their sexual identity, and Rylan and Landon, AK Motions and Bunkatron, they're very, how do I say, they're religious, which is not a bad thing. I have no qualms with that. I grew up religious, so the problem was not that they had faith or belief in God. The problem was just that instead of using a message of love or acceptance, they took, hey, you're hugging us, you're doing these things that we perceive as gay, we're not going to hang out with you anymore. And that really hurt my friend Kay. But yeah, again, that is a whole other story. But during this time, instead of announcing my Red Striker project, I should have focused on my YouTube channel. Yeah, it's kind of same story here. I was so wrapped up in making movies and, like, TV shows and all that, instead of working on my YouTube channel, that I really took my YouTube channel for granted, and I burnt myself out creatively. The truth is, there's, again, nothing wrong with wanting to do an ambitious project, but you need to know what you can take on first. The way I like to think about it is like Toby Fox, the creator of Undertale and Deltarune. Undertale was not his passion project. Undertale was just like an experiment to see if he could make a game. Deltarune is the one he's always wanted to make. He had a dream about an ending and knew he needed to make a game about that ending. But before he could fulfill his ambitions of creating that, he needed to see if he could make a game first. So that's where Undertale comes in. Undertale is a very impressive game and very well beloved, but it gave him leeway and it allowed him to understand like how much he could take on. And where did that just go? What I'm saying is everyone needs their own Undertale. Where the fuck did it go? Leave it to me to lose shit in my own bedroom. Oh well. What was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. So we're gonna go back after the breakup. I say breakup. After my friend Kay, Rylan, and Landon stopped being pals, what ended up happening is I was split between two things now. I'm still friends with Kay, so I want to hang out with Kay, but I also want to hang out with Rylan and Landon. So I'm going to have a system where every other day I hang out with one or the other. But I started getting to a point where I was such an awful friend. I stopped hanging out with Kay as much because basically, the easiest way to put it is Kay was hanging out with a group of people who were really cool, and I later did kind of get to be a part of, but I was not, at the time, very well versed in it, so I felt like a shark out of water, a fish out of water, whatever. And I didn't feel like I belonged. So yeah, I ended up stopped hanging out with Kay as much because I felt kind of alienated from them. And that sucked because Kay deserved better than that. But then I started hanging out with Rylan and Landon, Bunkatron and Landon more. And that's when like our YouTube careers were kind of finally at their peak. I say not at their peak, but at the time we were all thriving and doing well. And we all decided to start collaborating together, playing games together. Let's see, which is why I tried making a Mama Max style video essay as a way to experiment with editing for my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, that was canceled due to circumstances. Yeah, I remember I was attached to the project. I think, if it's the one I'm thinking about. I was a really bad person to work with during that video. I know that for a fact. So, let me put this on the record. I was composing a thing for Omega for a project. And, needless to say, between my work life and all sorts of stuff, I had no time to really work on it. And when I did have time to work on stuff, like, just my motivation was gone, and I felt like such a dick. And I was not I was not very, like, forward or communicative with Omega. And so I tried hiring a Fiverr artist to help pick up where I left off, basically. And that proved to be a challenge. So, oh god. But I remember that whole project, like, went into a whole thing with some interpersonal drama and some other stuff. But yeah, I remember when it was announced that it would be canceled, and I was like, it's kind of a bummer because I know how much you were looking forward to that project. But at the same time, I was like, maybe a step away to kind of reflect on things is what Omega, I don't know. You know, I don't know what I'm saying, but I feel like I'm making sense, maybe. Like, it was sad that you had to drop a project you were so passionate for, but at the same time, it was like, it was a very ambitious project. Especially, like, I think it was like supposed to be like your first like video, so it was kind of, I don't know what to say other than like it would be pretty tricky. But yeah, Bunkatron and AK Motions, very religious, and would use that as an excuse to be kind of, I guess, act blissfully ignorant. We're gonna draw some more. So, I don't know what I'm gonna draw. I'm just gonna doodle some shapes, I think. Basically, I started hanging out with them. We started doing YouTube together. We formed a group called Dreamatorium. Things were going great. I started taking YouTube more seriously for the first time in my life. It was no longer random shit posts like shower time 2, shower time 3, shower time whatever, right? And I felt awesome. I was like, I'm actually making videos. I finally know what I want to do. I want to use my platform to really share my voice. So I started making videos that I didn't think would be considered political, but would be considered like commentary. But this led to an issue where my videos did not mesh well with Rylan and Landon's branding, because they were insistent that we cannot talk politics. And I kept telling them every time, this is not politics. I am saying, hey, this is a pretty fucked up, corrupt thing that happened. I'd be saying the same shit if it was this person doing it, if it was that person doing it. One of the big things that absolutely drove me crazy, again, I could probably, if I really wanted to, I could find screenshots, but you may or may not remember that in May of 2020, there was this one big thing that happened, that being the police officer Derek Chauvin murdered George Floyd by pressing his knee into his neck until he died from not being able to breathe. That's a pretty, we all know that story by now, right? But at the time, there was a surgence, like a huge boom in the BLM movement as a result. And before that, I was very much of the mentality, I would say all lives matter a lot, because I didn't fully grasp what BLM meant. I thought it was like a completely different movement, because I was drinking what I call the Republican Kool-Aid, which is the misinformation from things like Fox News and other like Republican, like far-right media outlets, which instead of focusing on the facts would focus on agenda. And I know you hear that from Fox News, like they'll say that about CNN, and I think a lot of news sources are biased, left, right, doesn't matter. So I'm not just singling out Fox News for that, but come on guys. I stopped being centrist because it started to occur to me, sorry, I dropped my pencil. There really isn't a middle ground between equality and respect and, like, how do I say, oppression and disrespect. Guys, this guy, it's like, you can't kill black people because that's fucking horrible and violent and extremely racist. And then the Republican is like, I don't understand why you don't like my humor. It's just how I talk. It's just how I joke, right? While he literally has a gun held up to a 17-year-old boy who just so happens to be black, right? I say just so happens to be. This guy has a clear prejudice and is very obviously racist. I hate black people, you know, stuff like that. And then the other guy's like, you're a fucking awful human. And then you have one guy in the middle who's like, guys, can't we agree to disagree? Like, sure, he might call him the N-word, But you're being really negative about it. Can't we just agree to, like... Can't we just, like, agree to have, like, a middle ground here? Maybe he can, like, cut off his legs instead of shooting him dead. And then that way he's not dead, and you still get your way. Like, how is that a compromise? I'm sorry, there comes a point. I hate talking political because it drives me bananas, but as time has gone on, I need to make it clear that it is not political. It is not political to say that people of color deserve respect and deserve just as many rights as everyone else. It is not political to say that women are independent beings and do not need men. And they also do not need to follow traditional values. It also is not political to say that gay people exist. It's not political to say that trans people exist. It is not political to say that gender-affirming care is a necessity. And it is not just a trans issue. So, politics is how do we put finances? Should we make medicine be, like, government owned and controlled, or should we make medicine be more privatized? That's political. How about taxes? Where should our taxes go? That's political. Or, oh, you know, I think that, like, but, like, basic human rights is not a political issue. I'm sorry, it's not. So, I will die on that hill. And that is why Bunkatron and AK Motions, Rylan and Landon, didn't want to be associated with me, because I started using my platform to say things like Black Lives Matter and, like, shit like that. And they were not fond of it. But before I even started talking politically, right, you have Landon, AK Motions, making posts that were like, I fucking hate BLM. They are a terrorist organization and blah 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 blah. All lives matter. It's a stupid like, you know, he was during that tirade. And at the time, I remember I was so mad at him because I was like, you're gonna bitch and moan about, like, this, that, and the other that I do. I say that Derek Chauvin is a criminal and should not have acted as a judge, jury, and executioner. I say George Floyd committed yes, he committed a crime. He used a fake $20 bill. That is, for all intents and purposes, that is not, like, a good, like, that is not, like, that is a crime, right? But it is not a police officer's job to act as the judge, the jury, and the executioner. So, like, I'm really sorry that I think that police officers shouldn't be able to kill random people for petty crimes like that. But you're allowed to say shit like BLM is a terrorist organization. Like, I wasn't even posting pro-BLM at the time. Just, I was saying Derek Chauvin, police officer, is a disgrace. This was before I started saying BLM. I started saying Derek Chauvin is a criminal, a crook, and he needs to be charged. And, like, as time has gone on, like, I've become a lot more public about it, right? But, like, at the time, I was very subtle about my stances. But he was very dead center. I hate BLM. I hate this. I'm not going to include gay characters in my projects because I don't want to push an agenda. And I'm an open bisexual. They all knew this. So it was weird. But I told Landon, I remember when we were working on Construct Adventures at the time, I told him, you don't have to include gay characters. That's not a problem. Don't include gay characters just for the sake of having a gay character. You know what I mean? Like, But okay. You do not have to have an explanation for why the character is gay, and you do not need to explain why a gay character exists in media, because gay people just exist. But besides the point, no one was pining for him to add gay characters to Construct Adventures. It was not a heavily requested thing, and so I was like, you don't have to worry about that. No one's gonna call you homophobic for not putting a gay character in your show. But the fact that he made such like an effort, such a note, like he made it very known that he didn't want gay characters in his show, that it almost makes you think, why do you have such a... Sorry, I love Lil Boulder's remixes, but we're gonna skip ahead to something else, I think. I can't listen to those because those will get me copyright claims. So I think those will get me copyright. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Look at all those copyright claims waiting to happen. I'm thinking I gotta find a new playlist real quick. Copyright free background music. Okay, so I get lo-fi works, I think. I think we've kind of moved to a let's just talk video. I'm gonna read chat real quick. Let's see. 2020 was rather a wild time. Also, I said some really ignorant shit, and I did have centrist views at the time. I wonder if Bunkatron and AK Motions found out that I'm asexual. If they did, I guarantee you they would act very ignorantly and not understand what asexuality fully is. It was a very common thing where I'd have to try and explain to them different things, while also masking my own, like, identity in a few different ways. I was openly bisexual, and they never made that a problem. But, it was very clear that, like, oh god, they were especially not a fan of trans people. And they would get very annoyed when I would take a stance that was pro, like, how do I say, other than trans positive. Like the Super Straight video, if you check the comments, you'll see that they like made things that were like seemingly in support of the situation, right? But when I had posted that video privately, they would go on and on about how that was a political video and how they don't want to be associated with me because they don't want to be associated with politics. And I told them, rather simply, just because we are friends does not mean we have to agree politically. Anyone with basic common sense knows that. I don't see what the issue here is. You just have to say you don't agree, and we can move on. But, oh god, they were so ignorant about a lot of stuff. And so was I. Granted, I was not perfect. During that time, I remember I was on a live stream, I think it was OWF, and I started going through the list of the 63 gender identities. And, I would just shit talk them and like talk about how, oh, that's literally a mental illness. That's describing a mental illness. And I felt so bad about myself after that. I do want to say that I said a lot of harmful shit when I was in my younger days. When I was friends with them, they kind of encouraged me to say a lot of offensive shit. A lot of stuff I'm not proud of, and I do apologize for it. It doesn't reflect who I am anymore, nor do I think it really fully reflected... How do I put it? It was my behavior at the time. I take accountability for that. And I have actively worked to not act in a way like that since. But, I have no control over whether or not those videos exist or not. You know what I mean? Like, those are on other people's channel, so I'm not gonna ask them to take those videos down because that's not up to me. But there are some videos where you'll watch and I'll have thing to say, and it's, yeah. I have become more educated on gender identity and different values, but they would probably be very ignorant about the asexuality thing. They were very ignorant about non-binary people. But yeah, I usually talk about politics in my private circles and very occasionally talk about them in my public platforms. Yeah, that's kind of how I started. 100%. I started posting primarily on Instagram with my politics, because it was my private Instagram that I would use for like just for funsies. And like some of my YouTube followers would be there, but yeah, I mean, I primarily still use it for just funsies. But oh my god, I was yeah, I started off just posting on Instagram my political views, and then I started expressing them more and more on like other social platforms. Now I don't give a shit if people know my political beliefs, because I'm of the mentality that freedom of speech exists in our country, believe it or not. And just because someone doesn't agree with my politics does not mean that they, like, if they don't agree with me, that's fine. Where I start to draw the line is if you don't agree with me on basic human rights, I don't want you here anyway. So I'm not alienating you, you're alienating yourself. Yeah, see, I also said a lot of ignorant shit at the time. I might have said a lot worse things than you have. Well, my political views are very anarchist with the post-left spectrum. Yeah, you know, like, for me, again, this is where I start to go, like, the anarchist thing doesn't fit my political stance necessarily, but I also am, like, not gonna actively bash people for being, you know what I mean? Like, I think just like with a lot of different political, it's a spectrum for a reason. You're gonna agree with some things on one stance and others. So I'm definitely closer to like libertarian than I would be authoritarian. With a kind of more, yeah, I'm very much more left-leaning than right, politically. But yeah, I mean, obviously, talking about trans rights, gay rights, women's rights, reproductive rights, healthcare, all that is not political. Some things should not be considered political, and yet they are. And that makes me extremely confused. I don't vibe with the I'm going to call them the Christian Nationalist Party, because they're not quite what I would say Republican. They are right-leaning for sure, but anyone knows that like a traditional Republican is more sane than that bullshit. But you know what I mean? I'm open to political discussion. Where I'm not open to discuss is human rights. But that's a different can of worms. Rylan and Landon did not agree with me on a lot of human rights stuff and on politics. And that was, I thought, fine at the time. But as time went on, it was clear that there was a divide coming between us. And well, what ultimately led to a separation from YouTube, but still remaining friends in private, was fine. That's where we left off. We'll still be friends, but we can't do YouTube stuff together because you're too controversial and you don't fit with our brand. So I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. I don't care. And then, oh god, how many years ago now? Like 4 years ago? Just about? Like, no. I guess more like 3 or anywhere. Okay, hold on. When did that happen? Pardon me one moment. I will actually... I'm not going to share the screenshot, but I will at least go to the screenshot so I'm not talking out of my ass here. There. That was definitely before that. Well, before then. Before that time, too. Oh. There's a good reason that I just have my face cam on. We don't need to be seeing my really old, crappy NSFW artwork. Ugh. Wow. I should probably... Ugh. These were not good times for me. Okay, so that was August of... Was that 2021? Yeah, okay. August 2021. We found it, y'all. Where I live, there's a county fair that comes in every August, right? I just needed to find out the exact that happened, basically. So I said, so okay, specifically during this time, the county fair, they rebranded to call the carnival because it didn't have all the attractions like the animals and stuff that they normally do for these things because of COVID. It was still considered a national pandemic at the time, but I was like, yo, would you guys are you guys available from the 9th to the 14th to go to the carnival? It's just the rides, but if you guys are down, I would love to go with y'all. So Rylan had said, I'm working all those days. And I was like, well, that's okay, you know, that's no problem. Like, we'll find another time to hang out, right? So I eventually found a different friend group to go with for that. And we had a good time. We had a good time. Right, it was actually with Kay, funnily enough. And the funniest part about this is, oh, that's funny. They're no longer dating, but the day after I went, I open up Instagram and see a post with Rylan, Landon, one of our mutual friends at the time, Ben, and Rylan's at the time girlfriend at the fair. And when I saw that, I fucking lost it. Because this is when it stopped being a professional cutoff and a personal cutoff. The best way to put it was, yeah, he said he couldn't go. He lied to me. He went anyway. So I saw it and I immediately sent that to him and messaged him. I thought you said you couldn't go. If you just didn't want to go with me, you could have just been honest. My feelings are hurt, not because you didn't go with me, but because you lied about not being able to go. So, yeah, best way to describe my feelings was I was not mad that he went without me. Because that's fine, you know? Friends don't always have to hang out. Sometimes you want to hang out with other friends. That's cool. My problem is he lied to me, and instead of being honest and saying, yo, let's hang out, or yo, I'm gonna hang out with these other people, we'll hang out a different time, he said he couldn't go. So his reply to that message was, I will talk more on that later, and a couple other things. Right? Ugh. God. But I was so annoyed because, like, how the fuck are you gonna say we're friends and then lie to me about that shit? But then, oh god, that's a whole different can of worms. We had that fight about, the fair, and then that later led to a separate discussion where we finally just kind of agreed to no longer be friends because it was clear that they were not interested in hanging out and were lying to me. And during that time, they were acting more distant. So that was why we stopped being friends, ultimately. But the caveat was that I would still be voicing Jenkins in Construct Adventures. At the time, that was the only professional connection we had. The Dreamatorium channel went from a collaboration channel to just another channel for me, which I intend to use at some point later in the future, but maybe under a different name. But Dreamatorium was no longer a collaborative channel, and I was just doing Construct Adventures, and that was about it with them. High school starts, we're in senior year, things are going, and I have a new group of friends that I'm hanging out with every morning at school. But because a few of the people in that group, mainly AK Motions and, mainly AK Motions, didn't really have anyone else to hang out with or talk to, he would sit with me and my other group of friends every morning. And we would hang out, and we would talk about dumb shit, we would get some giggles in. Things would get political a lot, but that's regardless. But as time progressed, I started making new friends who started wanting to, who just wanted to join the table at the morning, right? So, but a lot of my new friends started to be, just to say, a lot of them were not straight or cisgender. So I had a lot of trans friends or non-gender conforming friends starting to hang out. And this is when I started to see a shift in Landon's wanting to be there, which is fine. He didn't gel well with those people. But what really drove him crazy... So, you guys may or may not have seen a little video of mine called the girlfriend tag video. That video, the girlfriend tag video, is where I introduced my girlfriend to y'all. Little lore drop for you. My girlfriend Ariel dated Rylan before, when we first started hanging out, they had basically just broken up, and then, my impression at the time of my girlfriend was that she was a bitch, a real horrible person, because that's what Rylan told me, and Rylan's my best friend, of course I'm gonna believe him. But then I started hanging out with Ariel, in theater, and the funny part about that was I started to be like, she's not that bad. I don't see what he was bitching and moaning about. And then that later turned to, I think I actually really like her. So I had asked her out. We started seeing each other. And Landon was suspicious, but did not know just yet. So, this is where things get really fucking funny, okay? Are you ready for this shit? So, I had a conversation with Rylan at some point after we had gotten together, just to kind of talk about things. Because even though we were no longer friends and no longer really working together, I mean, we were doing Construct Adventures, but we were just kind of like, You know, whatever. Let's have a little a little yapping sesh. Why not? And I had mentioned that I'm seeing someone. And then he was like, "Is it Ariel?" And I was like, "Yeah, how'd you guess?" He was like, "Well, I don't know. I just figured." And then he was like, "You know, I'm happy for you guys." He was so clearly upset by that, but he didn't want to admit it. And then that was a how'd I say it? My brain is really farty. This is like a ramble stream, and it's not meant to be taken seriously. But basically, Rylan was very upset, not sharing it, and then that same night, after I had fallen asleep, I got a fucking message from Landon, which I'll see if I can find. And if I can find it, I'll actually read it for y'all. So let's find See, that's how you know it's been a long time since we've talked. Okay, I found the message. Let me go ahead and before I put anything up on screen, I want to mess with some settings here. So I gotta find out how to do a capture that blurs out the names of other people on Discord. So give me one moment to do that. Let's see. I am genuinely sorry that fucking happened to you. You should have been honest from the very beginning instead of being a backstabbing piece of shit. I agree! A lot of my friends nowadays are queer. Awesome. Queer people are based, so, yeah. People who don't think so are kinda silly. Maybe... Do I already have a screenshot of it? Because maybe then I can use that and I don't have to dox any of my friends. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's when I started dating Ariel. I remember that. That was the day that she like... Okay, that was our first date. Sorry. I'm trying to see if I can find a screenshot. Or if I have to just, I remember when we did that. Sorry. It's like going down memory lane, except memory lane is like half happy memories and then half repressed trauma. I don't have a screenshot of it. Okay. How do I do this without killing everyone? Maybe I just have to be very, very, very fast. You know what I mean? Like maybe I have to be so fast that Ah! Okay, how do I Yeah, there we go. We'll just do that. And then we'll go ahead and we'll bring that over here. Hi guys, let's go ahead and put that right there, like that. So I will go ahead and I will read this message to you. And I think we're gonna need to pause the music for a second. Alright, this may be a bit of a sudden turn, but I've been thinking a lot about the future, as I do. My mind is often more so focused on the future than the present, and as a person with huge ambitions and dreams, one thing I need is trust and dependability. I am unsure if anyone in my family or even Rylan knows just how ambitious I really am and how much I am pushing towards. I personally feel that my series I am working on, Construct Adventures, has potential to be one of the biggest steps towards my goal, and I need to put every ounce of effort into it if it is to succeed. And I am beginning to feel like the first episode would be out by now if it weren't for my self-awareness of how the future may play out. Okay, ironic, guys. Remember, December 21st, 2021. Do you know when Construct Adventures Episode 1 Reanimated came out? Because I will go ahead and I will pull that up right now. That released 6 months ago on January 17th, 2024. Almost 3 years after this conversation. So, I want to ask you guys a really, really simple question that needs no real thought, okay? You want to tell me how your self-awareness made this project come out faster when it still took you 3 years to release this video just with a different voice actor? Yeah, like, look, I'm not saying that I'm salty that I lost a role because I don't give a shit. What I'm salty about is how he acted like I was the one holding down his project. Like, dude, just say you don't have the fucking motivation to work on your stupid fucking red versus blue knockoff. Sorry, not sorry. That's your fault. You didn't have the motivation to work on it, so it was taking too long to make. That's your fault, not mine. So we'll move on, okay? Where were we? We were at somewhere. I'm beginning to feel the first episode would be about. Okay. And the problem is dependability. Throughout high school, every kid learns a lot. In freshman year, I had a lot of friends, and I never once thought about the future of any of those friendships. I lived in the present, but as the years went on and kids turned into adults in the last year or last 2 school years, I have learned that dependability starts to dwindle. Friends started going their separate ways and things were changing. High school is when people begin to find themselves, which is why my family warned me that most friendships at a young age don't last. That is a true thing. A lot of high school, middle school, all that, they don't tend to last, but like, whatever. Okay. I have been hesitating to work on Construct Adventures lately, and it is because it is hard for me to see a long-term future where you are there. I sit at the table during breakfast sometimes, but I find it difficult to talk. This is a point where I'm like, he clearly just wasn't enjoying the people I was with, and that's fine. Especially when, like, you feel like you can't get a word out. That fucking sucks. Like, legitimately, I hate being at a table full of people I don't know and feeling like I'm isolated and, like, I can't say anything and, like, why am I even here? Right? So, I get it, but I don't see how that is relevant to you hesitating to work on Construct Adventures. The way I see it is just you weren't having the motivation and you were hanging out with people you didn't care about. That's fine, whatever. There are many people there, and in which a portion of them I find I have absolutely nothing in common with. And some of them I just can't stand. But that has nothing to do with this. So I wonder what this comment could be referring to. Again, remember, day after I tell Rylan that I'm dating Landon. Or what? That I'm dating Ariel. Oh my god, that's funny. Imagine if Landon and I were dating. That would be quite the relationship. You know, I had my suspicion. Anyway. You know, I'll give him this. That's a pretty base quote right there. Row, fight the power. Love that anime. Anyway. In honesty, the more time goes on, the more I see our futures differing.
which leads me to believe that the safest route for my future is to be cautious and part ways with you professionally. I want to be safe rather than sorry, so I am choosing to take you down from the role of Jenkins. I am going to be finding someone within my community that has the same ambitions as me, that is more likely to stay for years to come. I don't want to speak for you, and assume that you aren't reliable. But I also don't want to make a mistake that will ruin one of my biggest dreams. It's better to make the decision now. I don't know who I will choose for the role, and it may set back production. But I feel like this is the safest choice for me. It may be difficult to see it from my perspective, but I hope you understand. I don't hate you at all. That's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. They always pulled that shit where they say, no, I don't hate you. I just don't want to talk to you anymore. And anytime I see your name or any of this, I start seething. I respect you. I just want to be certain. No, you don't respect me. Quite frankly, I don't think you ever really did. I think a big portion of why, if you really respected me, Landon, you would have had the decency to tell me that Rylan and you were going to go to the fair without me. If you truly respected me, you wouldn't constantly be going behind my back to ensure that I was not in the know about your guys' hangouts. If you guys really, truly respected me, you know what you would have done? You would have backed me up and supported my content despite disagreeing with things that I had to say. Because you were my friends and you wanted to see me grow and evolve just like you did. You never respected me. You only saw me as that one goofy kid who was a little, I don't know, he was kind of good at voice acting, and I need voice actors. I have a lot of happy memories with these two. I want to put that clear. But there comes a point where it's clear that they did not respect me, they did not value me, and instead of being honest about that, they didn't. So it's hard for me to say, I see this and I go, that's fucking bullshit. Like, he doesn't have to, he's rambling. I don't know. I feel like a lot of this reads like a PR message. This doesn't read like a genuine message to, like, this reads like a, as per my last email. Oh yeah, and then this may come as terrible news, and I don't intend to be hurtful in any way. I hate doing stuff like this. Sure you do. But I need to learn if I am to progress forward, especially as a director. Alright, that's what you think is best. The series is yours, not mine. As much as I enjoyed voicing the character, and as much as I enjoyed the scripts, neither are mine. You have final say over what goes in and what doesn't. While I might not fully understand, I will respect your decision. I hope you find what you're looking for. Take care, you are going to go places. I truly respected Landon, and I saw the potential in his animated content. So much so that even though I was fucking infuriated that he would be so petty as to remove me from a role, not because I was not doing what he wanted script-wise, not because I wasn't giving him the performance he wanted. Because remember, guys, again, this is the day after I have a conversation with Rylan. The day after Rylan knows officially that I'm dating Ariel. I wonder if the two best friends who want to live together talk to each other about everything that goes on in their life. So I wonder if Landon heard the news that I was dating Ariel, and it confirmed some things. I don't like Ariel. Ariel's stupid and a bitch, and I just don't like her, and now he's dating her, and I don't like dating. I don't understand dating. It's such a stupid thing. Dating is for pussies, and it holds you down, and it doesn't let you express yourself. He would say doomer shit like that all the time. So much so that when I posted a story just talking about how I love my girlfriend, and how like I think she's the most beautiful person on the entire planet. He like started trying to send me like some fucking random ass lady. And like he went on a whole tirade about how like he's not trying to stir the shit, he's just trying to make a joke, and how like I like Landon, I don't talk to you anymore. Like at that time, this was well after this had happened. Long after we had cut ties professionally and personally, but you felt the need to be an asshole. So you know, you don't get to write it off as just a joke. But anyway, yeah, as you can see later on, we did have a chat, but that chat went awfully. I will explain that in a different time. All right, hold on. Let's see. I'm sure I missed some stuff. Can AK stop fucking stroking his own damn dick? Fucking pretentious ass. Why can't Landon just talk straight instead of giving his whole life to honesty? Honestly, back when I was working on Omegle.exe, I found a different voice actor to replace you, and I made sure to shoot straight with you, as well as asking you if you were okay with it. Yeah, okay, seriously. I did not care when he wanted to cut ties with me professionally. Like, I am not that petty. Genuinely, that is just the professional world. Sometimes you aren't giving what a person needs. Sometimes they need something more immediate. Sometimes they need something else. That's the working world, not just the voice acting industry. That is the working world. That's fine. But instead of being straightforward or like talking as a friend or whatever, talking as someone with respect, it was purely out of pettiness because he didn't like the person I was dating, and Rylan was seething that I would dare date his ex-girlfriend. How dare you? How dare you? Even though I'm not dating her, I still feel like I own her in some way. It's possessive and weird. You should see some of the comments he made on our TikTok account. Fucking weird as shit, man. Like, I am actually, like, you guys do not know how long I've wanted to just stir the shit. And how long I've wanted to make a fucking video just tearing them to fucking shreds. But I was like, they're not worth it. But no, exactly. They called everyone but themselves to work. This is no longer a drawing stream. We're going to call this Looney Trauma Dumps You to you about dumb petty stuff. That's what we're calling it. Looney Trauma Dumps to you about dumb petty stuff. I feel like that's a more appropriate description now. We've been streaming for how long? An hour and 30 minutes? Yeah. And oh god. Now I kind of want to go to Instagram.com. Yeah, that's my Instagram. Sorry, we're gonna open up Instagram for a moment because might be some important stuff. I'm gonna play music again. See if I can find different. That's kind of fun. That's kind of funky. Ew, I don't care about my current local election right now. Bro. Serious? Okay, sorry. That's a different can of worms right there. But okay. Okay, hold on. I might have
Okay, we need to switch to there. And then we need to crop a little bit more. So this right here is our Instagram. We'll go ahead and just crop that as well. So that this way, okay, still not a perfect 16:9. We'll just turn off the face cam, save on memory. Okay, so what you are looking at is our Instagram group chat for YouTube purposes, called YouTube Bros. Would you guys be able to go to the carnival? Working all those days. Thank you and sorry again. Talking about getting a new voice actor. And then I made this post on my story. Okay, we can't see it. But basically, the post said, rather simply, that personal stuff happened. I won't be sharing any details, at least not now. If things go in a different way than I plan, I think is what that says, I might talk about it. I might not. Without listing any names, let's just say someone close to me hurt me deeply. You know who you are, you know what you did. We will talk soon, but give me time to think first. Regards, Loon. So this was after the carnival lie. Very disappointing. You made a personal issue public and now things are off. I'm still gathering thoughts, but this shit gives me more to think about. Listen, I could have made a public statement like why I haven't been playing with Bunkatron, but I decided to keep things personal between us. I have a right to say to my audience that things in my life aren't going well, even if I did make it public. All I said is I was hurt by someone close to me. I would never be like Bunkatron did this thing in my personal life that upset me. Slander is not my goal. See, that's not slander though. That's just exactly what happened. And now I'm doing that now because I'm petty. Sorry, let me check up on the live stream. Anyway. Then what will you say if you talk about it later? I'm not stupid, Lucas. Clearly you are, because you don't fucking have the media literacy skills, but okay. I'm not stupid, and I know you aren't either, but I can still even grasp onto certain parts with problems me and you had in the past, or ones that we'll have had with Landon too, which makes me ask, why are you mad at me and not Landon with doing the same thing? Because I have a good idea as to why. True. I was at the fair too. I'm in the same situation as Rylan. So, they're trying to pull a, aha, gotcha! Why aren't you angry with the more famous person? You know why? Because Rylan said I can't go. Landon said nothing. I can't be mad at a person for not saying anything. He didn't lie, but he withheld the truth, which is a different can of worms. But point being, I can't hold him accountable for lying when he didn't deceive me. I don't think you quite understand. Here's the truth. I said might talk about it later, if things go a certain way. That can be taken pretty bad, but again, like I said, slander is not my goal, and it never will be. If things go a certain way, I would simply say Bunkatron and I aren't working together anymore. No, I won't be posting during any private conversations. It was a lie. I'm doing it anyway. But we aren't going to be working together anymore. I wouldn't go any further than that. Again, this will only happen if things go a certain way. As for why you think I'm only mad at you, I'm not. I am angry at Landon too, but for something different. The difference is you lied to me, Rylan, and that hurts. Friends are supposed to have trust, and lying violated my trust. Landon didn't respond, which still hurt, but he didn't break my trust. You are not in the same situation I was going to talk with Landon too. Or I was going to talk with Landon too, but separately, as again, I just want to make things better and move past our issues. I never wanted a huge fight. Might be too late for that. I'm at work, but I will talk when I'm out. I'm starting to lose it over this. Lose it over what? You lied to me. You cut me off professionally and then acted like that wasn't a big deal. And then you lied to me as a friend
and acted like it was nothing. And you're losing it because I said I'm upset that someone hurt me in my private life? Yeah, and then... By the way, they started having this... We'll get to that, but... I feel like I am ready to talk now. I'm putting this through here as whether we like it or not, it does involve all three of us. And I'm not talking the fair event part. I have a request, hold on. Oh, it's an OnlyFans bot. Never mind. Let's see if I can find the group chat again. It sent me away. Oh, hello, Moulin Rouge, the musical, which I saw, and it was very good. Watch them delete the group chat while I'm talking about it because they're little pussies. Sorry, checking up on the live stream again. Okay, that was a different group chat with Rylan. I swear to God, I have way too many fucking group chats to go through. Okay. So, okay. I don't see why he's saying, I'm not talking just about the fair event part. Like, that was not the whole thing that caused the fight in the first place, but sure. And then this is also him just saying, I'm going to talk because I'm ready now. He didn't ask if I was ready. Shit just ain't working out between me and you, Lucas. We both have different views on a lot of things, and we are trying to fix stuff when we know that there are certain parts we don't like about each other. This is not to claim that I hate you or to assume you hate me, but we both have made choices and mistakes in the past, but we both got things on our minds. Me personally, I don't think that me and you make all too good of friends as we used to. That's true, we don't anymore. This is not to say that it's horrible friendship or that we are to blame. Just stop with the pussyfooting around, dude. Seriously, like, just quit dancing around, just get to your fucking point. But I do think that there is all too much tension that resolving it would even seem to bring in more tension. I respect you entirely as a creative mind and as a good person at heart. But we have grown so different to where things are just too hard to comprehend on my end. What's too hard to fucking comprehend? I wanted to go to the fair with my friends, and you, instead of being a grown fucking adult and say, I don't want to go with you, decided to lie. That's a pretty easy to comprehend, but, what else is hard to comprehend? We don't agree on some things? I find that quite fucking simple, if you ask me, but okay. I personally think that one of us would get even more hurt than you have gotten with this event. And I don't want that thing to happen to you or me. Lo and behold, he's acting like he cares. He doesn't want anyone to get hurt, and yet he still hurt me anyway. Ironic. I'm not ready to talk yet. If we are going to talk, it's not going to be through text. We all know how that can go. Things can be taken the wrong way, plus it's way easier to lie. And Rylan, quite frankly, I'm sick of the lies. I would prefer a face-to-face in a public location, even if things can't get fixed. Then let me tell you the truth, and say I would rather we not do that. Oh, is it so you can lie to me some more? As for what we do from here, if you still in constructs... Okay, this is really ironic. If you are still in constructs. Rylan, that's not your place. That construct is not your series. So you don't get to tell whether or not I'm still in it or not. But alright. Okay, if you are still in constructs, then I ain't gonna make bad blood there, and we'll still do recording sessions. Cause what I'm here to say is that I know that lying wasn't right, but people lie for a reason. They never would do it without that. So now he's saying he had a... it's okay for me to lie because I had a reason for it. And I would like you to respect my decision in not wanting to meet in person and know that this will be the most honest I could ever be. So I respect his decision I respected his decision to not want to talk in person. Right? But like at the same time, to me, that just felt like a cop-out to wanna escape like confrontation. But ugh. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do to you in a public place? Do I look like the kind of guy who can throw hands? If you had a reason, then what I want to know is, what was your reason? Why would you feel the need to lie to me? If I was your friend, then why lie at all? And I'm not talking about just the fair. See, tying it back into his thing. Cause at times, Lucas, you make some big deals on some stuff and go straight to the internet with them. I don't know how you would react to, no, I am going to the fair with my girlfriend and Landon, but not you. To be honest, it's kind of hard to predict you, as we literally had a conversation about how the videos on the drama aren't productive, and a few days later, you go right back on it saying you had to talk about it. This unpredictable mindset you have honestly is what worries me with starting a stream, hoping that you don't talk about politics or religion, and yet it always does. By the way, for everyone's sake, please stop calling the Bible fictional to my face. I seriously hate it, and you can believe what you want, but you should really know that really hurts. So first of all, what he's complaining about is we had a video we were doing a video on Super Straight, right? And they later had a talk with me about how that was too political and we can't talk about that. But I also liked talking religion because even though I was not a practicing Christian, I still read the Bible, and I thought a lot of Bible stories were interesting and very well informative. And not a lot of the fake mistranslation shit. I mean, like the actual truthful, like, you know what I mean? So, I would often have discussion about the Bible in a way that was not negative towards it, but I would always joke, the Bible's my favorite piece of fiction, best fictional story ever written, stuff like that. But you know, instead of being a grown adult and talking about how that joke upsets you, you held it in and then decided to blow up when it was too much to hold. Sorry, hold on. I love how you imitated Landon's voice. Sorry for commenting a lot. I'm just feeling the absolute catharsis at the moment. Should I say Bible is fictional just to spite them? I mean, if you want to, you can. Again, I'm not trying to send a wave of hate towards them. I'm just trying to ramble and rant about my own struggles with the two of these guys for shit that has been happening for a long, long time, right? But he would never tell me when he was upset about something until it was way too much for him to bear, and then he would lash out and yell and scream. Because he can't talk like a fucking adult. Yeah. And then, anyway, we'll go on. I've told you time and time again how I would react to certain things. I've said, just be honest with me. Rylan, lying hurts more than saying, I don't want to hang out with you, piss off. Because now it makes me question what else you have lied about. Now I can't even read a single word you say without questioning if it is genuine or not. This is not me making a big deal of things, Rylan. You betrayed my trust. That makes you a bad friend. Every other time you've lied about being busy, all the times you've lied about caring, now I wonder if your friendship was a lie. Plus, the productive conversation was nothing of the sort. You and Landon ganged up on me and decided to tell me because we don't like it, you should quit it or else. How is that productive? And you also forgot that you told me we don't want to distance ourselves as friends, but possibly as content creators. So that was a lie too. On top of that, you barely let me get a word out during that talk. And yes, I don't want to talk about things I don't always have to talk about things. But with Chris Chan, I did it as it directly affected some future content. Remember how he read Sonichu? Of course not, because you would sooner forget my existence than hear me out. Also, if this involves all three of us, how come it's only you and I talking? So, yeah. For me, it was really annoying. Me getting back into like controversial topics was talking about Chris Chan and the situation with her mother. I thought, hey, I'm not gonna be fucking doing videos on this person anymore. So let me make it clear, I don't support Chris Chan. That's not a fucking controversial thing to say. But Rylan just hated when I would share my opinion on anything, even if he agreed. But anyway, if you want to go ahead and assume all this shit, go right on ahead. I haven't forgotten any of that, and that's because Landon isn't even here yet. I didn't plan this of when everyone was available, but when Landon does see it, he knows what's going on. This is the stuff I'm talking about. This is what he's saying I'm making a big deal about. And I'm getting tired of all this stuff. To be honest, it's this sort of stuff that I wish to avoid, and I tried to resolve things and trying to be more like YouTuber associates, but clearly you still didn't say anything. So if it makes me wonder what you are yet to tell me. Is this what you've been wanting to say? Because if it is, then it makes it clear that where this is all headed. Why are we even doing this? Then if we all know that this garbage is just going to cause make more tension, or it's just going to cause us to make more tension toward each other more than ever. Again, Rylan, you lied to me. If I'm just supposed to let that slide and not get angry about that, then I don't know what to tell you. I can forgive most things, but when you directly violate my trust, it becomes tricky to pass a lot of stuff you once did. I didn't even want to talk today for this reason. I'm still pissed about it. I need time to calm my mind. But fine, just know that when it comes to this, I ain't claiming to be in the right. But with all the stuff that has happened between me and you, neither are you. If we do constructs, I ain't gonna cause bad blood, but beyond that, there's nothing left here. If you do claim that I single-handedly ruined everything, then you are blinded by all the stuff you have caused with the YouTube group and such as well. I hope you can clear your mind to see that we can talk more on this if you really feel the need to. I never claimed I was innocent or perfect. I know I made mistakes. I will also formally apologize for those things. But you never told me what I've done. Every time an issue arises, you would sit on it and wouldn't say anything. When this conversation continues, I want you to tell me, and I do mean actually tell me, what I've done to hurt the group. I know one thing I've done wrong, which I will apologize for now. I shouldn't have kept saying the Bible is fiction as a joke. I should have respected that you and other people of faith wouldn't find the joke funny. Though to be clear, it was a joke, and was never meant to be taken any other way. Again, you never mentioned this to me until now, but I will consider this in the future. See how easy it is? Thank you. We will pick up on this later, when you are ready to talk, or if Landon wishes to say something at any point. But till then, we will put a pin in this. By the way, Landon's Insta isn't working, so when you are ready, we will be moving the messaging to Discord. We are ready when you are. I think I'm ready, but if we talk, could we use voice chat? Again, I don't think text is going to be our best bet. On top of that, it's harder to understand context and message. Things can be read different than intended. So, that's the end of that conversation. At least on Instagram. I don't have text receipts because it all happened verbally, right? So, what I'll tell you is that conversation was we all decided as a group unanimously that we would work better separately. We were clearly no longer vibing with each other, and for the most part on brand, there was nothing we could really do with each other that would make sense. So we stopped streaming together, and the only content I was doing with any of them was Construct Adventures, which later didn't happen because Landon decided that me dating Ariel was a big red flag, I guess. Whatever, I am so not worried about it. Because Construct Adventures is not a project that I hold any affinity for anymore. It's not worth my energy.
thinking about it on a day-to-day basis. The only reason I'm thinking about it right now is because you got me rambling, and my ADHD brain is hardwired to ramble about things nonstop. It's part of what makes streaming very hard for me, is I don't know when to fucking shut up. And so I will be doing a video, and for whatever reason, my brain will start making connections that normal brains don't. And I'll immediately think about how Rylan and Landon hurt me, and how Rylan and Landon were just not great people to me. And then I start talking too much about it, or I thought I would talk too much, and like I'm doing now, like not even touching any of this stuff, just be like, oh yeah, some friends hurt me and I felt depressed because of it. Like, that was all I would really say, and people would get a gist of who I'm talking about, but they wouldn't know the context. So yeah, I mean, it's out in the open here now. I'm not hiding shit. Rylan and Landon didn't agree with my moral beliefs. They didn't agree with my political beliefs. They didn't like who I was dating. And so, well, they distanced themselves from me. And now they have a thriving YouTube career on their own. And I have taken time to focus on my own personal stuff. So instead of like doing videos every week, or live streaming games I don't want to play, or drawing when I don't want to draw, I do things when I feel motivated to, and I've put my creative energy into Sonic Dawn, my fan game that I've been working on for about as long as this drama ended. So yeah, I mean, really that's about it, like in terms of our argument. Let me I know, but I had personal experiences with them, so it would make sense for me to lash out in that sort of way. Absolutely, I agree. Honestly, the same would apply to me, as I was heavily too opinionated as well. I see what you mean about him being a pathological liar. Yeah, straight up. I don't know who's watching this video right now, but let me tell you, they were total liars. And if they want to go all haywire, and like if they watch this video try to stir up the shit with me, I don't give a flying fuck, because honestly, we're all over it. Like, yeah, it made me so fucking mad when it happened, but now, like, the rage, it doesn't affect my day-to-day life. It doesn't. Most days, all I think about is Spider-Man and Sonic the Hedgehog and my stupid little LoonFromNeptune guy. That's all I think about all day. And then other stuff. But you know, like, look, I work over 40 hours a week. I don't hate my job, but I'm not obsessed with it either. But when I'm at work, my mind is on work. It's not on petty, stupid bullshit. I could make a whole video talking about the dumb shit that happens at work too, but that's not worth my energy, because it's some high school level ass bullshit. Yeah, why do my lips look so fucking red? Is that just on the video, or is that in real life? Okay, they're not quite that red in real life, but they're definitely redder than normal. They do feel a little dry. Maybe I need water, but... Chat, what I'm saying is that I am over Rylan and Landon. They are no longer in my life. I don't think about them as much as, like... This video might make you think I think about them all the fucking time, but I don't. Genuinely, the only time they come up in my mind is when you get me going. So, I knew this was going to happen at some point today. And I was... let's just say kind of looking forward to it. I don't know. I kind of fucking hate acting like nothing wrong happened. and acting like Rylan, Landon, and I didn't fall out when it's so obvious it happened. Like, come on, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see they're not in videos anymore. And whenever they upload a video, specifically Rylan, if we wanted to be that petty, we could be. There's a few videos where I was in them, but he didn't release them until after we stopped being friends. And instead of like just leaving the videos as like edited enough to fit his style, he would go out of his way. Well, I'm not joking. He would go out of his way to cut me off whenever I was speaking, because he didn't want to be associated with me that badly. And he's such a petty bitch that like he would watch every video I did, every live stream I did. He would be commenting, and I would act like nothing was going on. But there was one live stream in particular where I was having a blast. It was going great. It was a wonderful live stream. And I started rambling as I do, like I'm doing now. And what ended up happening when I started rambling is Rylan started messaging me and started talking about how he didn't know any of that was going on. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised that you got suicidal. Right? So, that caught me very off guard. And you could notice in my vibe, I was like, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I started freaking out. And I texted my girlfriend. She was in the other room at the time. And I was like, Rylan fucking messaged me, like, during my live stream. And she was freaked out because, like, oh, that's weird. So, God, I remember my girlfriend and I, personal, we had a fight after the live stream ended because I wanted to keep live streaming and forget about it, but she was trying to talk about it, but I didn't want to make it a big deal publicly. So I was kind of like, shoo, you know, very rude, actually. Like, I want to make that clear. I was very rude. I literally shooed her away, and she got very mad at me, and she was justifiably upset. We talked about it, and I told her I didn't want to silence you or make you feel invalidated. I just didn't want to talk about it at the time. Get hydrated, fool. Stalker ass. Literally. Okay. I'm gonna keep talking about this in a little bit, but I'm gonna put you guys on hold for a second so I can grab some water. Cause not only is my throat like really but my lips are very fucking red. So just give me a moment to handle that. Hold screen. Okay, hey folks, quick update. I'm on the phone. So I got hydrated, but I'm gonna be back on hold for just a few more minutes, but I figured I'd let you know so you're not in the dark. Okay, bye. Boo! It's me. Ugh, what did I miss? That's funny because the joke is I didn't miss anything. Yeah. So I just got off the phone with my girlfriend. She was just at the gas station and said she might need me to save her because the gas station that she's going at, she wasn't sure if it took tap or not, and she doesn't have her physical card on her. So, blah, 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 blah. That's the whole thing. Anyway, point is, she was safe. We're fine. I didn't have to drive all the way to that gas station. We're drinking some soda, because even though it's bad for me, and I think it's kind of gross, I don't know. Whatever. Also, guys, I kind of fucking hate these people. They're on the list, but I have them in bulk, so I already have it. There's nothing much I can do about it. You know what I mean? Anyway, what were we talking about? Petty shit, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Sorry. I'm reading some other messages from different things, and I'm like, oh, wow. How funny. Huh. This was the worst group of all. Okay, so after our big, like, we don't care for each other anymore, we basically kind of just decided to go our separate ways, you know, whatever, nothing wrong with that. So, like, we're not talking, we're going our own separate ways, life is fine, and we're enjoying our own way of going about things. Nothing crazy about that. Life is good. Life is good, right? And then one day, I'll see if I can find the okay. Let's see. Oh. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna share this because I thought this was a funny interaction. Okay. So I made this post. That was literally the most beautiful person in the entire universe, and it's a picture of my girlfriend. Landon sent, Hey, yo, what's that supposed to mean? Better or worse? To me, that's how that lady looks. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm not trying to insult someone's appearance, but she ain't doing it for me. Damn. So I sent a picture of a damn. And then I hit him with the whammy. How's your girlfriend doing? Got him good. And then he posted this dying guy emoji. The way I see it, no matter who your girlfriend is, it still would be a chain. Plus, high school girls are mostly the worst. No bitches? Did you just admit that your girlfriend is a bitch? Yes. What of it? She's proud of it. That's Ariel for you. And that was when I was like, who does this dude think he fucking is, bro? So I said, okay, I'm done joking around. At first I didn't mind you being petty, but you've crossed the line. I've done literally nothing to you or to Rylan but show you the utmost decency, even after you both essentially cut ties with me. You literally have no reason to do this other than to be an asshole. I was a little annoyed with the construct thing, but I let it slide because that's your series. But now you are making things personal, and I refuse to sit by and let it slide. I don't give a shit if you don't approve of my choice of girlfriend. She has made me happier than you ever had. Maybe you spent less time trying to be a dick to me for being happy. You could have actually spent time trying to make yourself happy. If you have any genuine concerns or want to talk business again, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, keep your comments to yourself.
To be honest, I was having fun. And then I thought you were trying to start stuff with the girlfriend thing and no bitches thing, and I played along. I don't hate you at all. But I have heard what Ariel has said in the few times I was at the breakfast table, and she low-key pisses me off. So everything I said here is against her. I understand she is your girlfriend, and you are doing the right thing by defending your relationship.
So let me break this down.
I don't have any contempt or disrespect for you, so I'm going to intentionally go out of my way to call out your girlfriend because I fucking...
You have no fucking business here, bro. You're literally just doing this just to be an ass. Literally no way you can say you don't hate me or don't have, or that you have nothing but respect for me when you're pulling that shit, right? So, like, ugh. You low-key hate my girlfriend. I don't give a shit. Good for you. So then, yeah, a few months later, I got messaged by the Mark guy I was telling you about, and Landon. Same time.
All right. I have been inspired. I want to apologize as well. I have for a while now. You are a great person and I respect you. I don't want there to be bad blood between us, and I don't like the idea of someone out there frowning at the thought of my name. We have been through a lot of fun and funny stuff. I definitely never looked back on those memories poorly. I apologize for anything I might have said or done to hurt you and also Ariel's feelings.
And so at first I was like, oh, wow, look at that. They're actually like apologizing, being hold on, I want to read chat real quick. Loon genuinely cringing at his texts. Landon's girlfriend moment, literally. Oh my god, literally. I'm gonna go ahead and put that aside for a second and see if I can find the message I got from Mark. Who's this person? Oh, sorry. I literally can't even look at their messages because they literally just don't. I think they might have blocked me, whoever that person was. Okay. I found it. Let me censor a thing real quick. Boop. You saw nothing. Okay, but their name is literally right there, so never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. We're rolling with it. Okay. Dear Lucas, though I have not been genuine enough when reaching out in the past, attempting to bait with false interest of script making, video ideas, and get-togethers, the truth is, it's more than that. Landon and I have spoken about talking with you on Discord. He spoke to me on significant levels regarding his chance to make things right, and how it's been constantly avoided. We want to speak with you on Discord if possible. Will you give us a chance? Whatever decision, I appreciate your time. Thank you, Mark. Mark, thank you for your message. Before I continue my reply, I would like to clear the air a little. Although I have not always seen eye to eye with you or Landon, I have never hated either of you. Losing you both as friends was one of the hardest things I have dealt with. I would love to speak with you both through Discord sometime soon, possibly tonight if that works for everyone. Although I can't promise a continued friendship. I would very much enjoy making things right and being in a state of peace between us. Keep me updated, and I hope to hear from you soon. With utmost sincerity, Lucas. So immediately upon this and my response, he says, "Fuck yeah!" Oh, right. I'm immensely moved by your response, as I regret so much of how things turned out with Landon. And oh, I just realized, oopsie, I kind of... For me, it's now boyfriend? You know what? You're so real for that, though. Okay. Completely other stuff, unrelated to anything. We're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Anyway, they both responded to me around the same time, and that led to a group conversation in a group chat where, okay, I had basically convinced myself that, oh, okay, we're finally gonna talk things out. Yeah, he does kind of have a bit to do with this. It all comes full circle, right? It always comes back full circle. Mark came and messaged me and like was profound and then immediately acted childish. Like he literally said, "I'm tired of the facade," and then put on a facade just to get me to talk to him, right? So when I say we had a conversation on Discord, we did. And I didn't hate it, but it was not how to say it. It was not what they had told me it was going to be. You know, when you read those messages, you would assume this conversation is going to be, "Hey, we were kind of assholes. We all know we fucked up and did bad shit. Let's put that behind us. Let's just talk normally and clear the air so we don't hate each other." No, this was Mark's poor attempt at getting us all to hang out again like the good old days. And so the conversation was acting like nothing had happened, basically. Yeah. Ugh. It was quite the event. Let's just put it that way. Uh we the conversation was only kind of fun because it was like, "Oh, look at this. I remember when we used to have times like this all the time." But then it just turned into, "Wow, would you look at that?" Was it, "Would you look at that?" Like they used this as an opportunity to try and get the gang back together when that was not what they had told me. So, needless to say, that kind of made me more annoyed with them because I thought this was going to be a mature thing, and it turned out to be a very immature, like 14-year-old boys hanging out session, which by this time, this was 2023, so I had graduated high school. I was actively working during this time. Yeah, but basically they'd proposed the idea of us all working together as like writers on film again. You wanted to hang out like the good old days. Just be honest about it from the start. Literally. If you want to go back to the good old days, you just got to be honest about it. But I literally opened up my message with like, "I don't think things will ever go back to the good old days, but oh my god." Like just it was an annoying ass situation because I thought this was going to be immature. It was not. Who the fuck is this? Sorry. Oh, this might be a family member's old Instagram before they deleted it. Let's see if I can find other text groups between people and spill more tea. 'Cause I love spilling tea. Oh, that person got hacked. I forgot. Sorry, I spaced out because I was reading something completely unrelated. That's my problem, guys. I kind of just do that. Oh, different person. We're not talking about that. That's a unrelated thing, and I think it's kind of funny to bring that up even. But I did have a falling out with that person too, for different reasons. Sorry, what is going on? Sorry. I am reading all sorts of old conversations and going, what? Oh, what the... That was a disassociation shake, sorry. So also, why won't they leave you alone? Was this before or after you joined ODM Core? The whole thing with Mark. This was before ODM Core fell apart, and was a thing. So that was older, but during that time, it was like just right before, basically. What the fuck is this shit? Sorry. Other group chats. Yeah, Mark just wouldn't leave me alone. Landon eventually left me alone. And then all sorts of yeah. Oh, you want to know something real funny? I don't know if you guys remember, there was this whole thing called OWF, which was our Minecraft server. And basically there came a point where literally everyone stopped playing on the server except for me. So that's why you'd see videos where I would stream, but no one else would, right? And that was really fucking funny for me, because it almost felt like I was like fucking running the server. All like it, so Rylan was the owner, but yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind right now, because I've been at this for so long. Oh my god. Oh no, now we're back to the Call Me Carson drama. What the fuck, bro? Oh, Rylan. Ha! Ha! Yes, that's right. Okay. Rylan has mostly left me alone. See, this is my problem. I keep saying something and then I completely forget what I was saying, and then I move on. And then I'm like, I didn't finish what I was saying. Oh my god. So, Rylan has not talked to me in a while. I have not talked to him in a while. But every once in a while, he'll come in a live stream, or he'll comment on my girlfriend's video, or he'll go to my girlfriend's TikTok and leave a comment there. So that's a whole thing. But yeah, I mean, he's left me alone mostly for a while now, but anyway, oh my god. Wow. Yeah, we had a whole group chat for OWF. I was the only one playing OWF for a while. And then he decided, guys, we're going to completely redo OWF and how it runs. OWF has to be live streamed. If you're playing, you have to live stream. There's no way. Because he was trying to copy Call Me Carson and the Dream SMP. Because he's a hack with no original ideas. Yeah. Don't think you're fucking slick with your Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord jacket, Rylan. I see through your guys. You're not Chris Pratt. That's funny to me. Yeah, I mean, like, he really wanted to be like Call Me Carson. He's still trying to be like Call Me Carson. Like, we edited pictures of our Uber driver. I saw that in my recommended the other day, and I was like, you're doxing your Uber Eats driver? That's just weird. I don't see how that's funny. Like, you know what? I can edit a picture of Rylan and put that in my video. I'm sure he won't have a problem with that. This person that doesn't talk to me and barely knows me. Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll be so thrilled by that. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, bro? What is your end goal? I have to go through my photo collection, see if I can find the actual a funny picture of him that I took. Because, fun little fact, guys, before we graduated, we did a little graduation rehearsal. That's the best way to put it. And during this graduation rehearsal, I saw Rylan and he looked so fucking pissed. He looked like an anime villain. So, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can share it on... I can't share it that way. Well, oh my god, I'm gonna have to back up this photo. That's kind of ominous. Okay, so we have to go to July of 2021. That's a fun picture. That's my graduation photo. That's cute. One of my graduation photos, rather. I had multiple. June 10th. Okay. I have it pulled up. Doesn't that look so spooky and ominous? Doesn't he kind of look like a villain there? I was a bad girl. It's giving it's giving the Karma's a bitch. I should have known better. I'm kind of silly. But yeah, anyway, he was trying so hard to be like Call Me Carson. So he's like, OWF has to be live streamed. And everyone was like, that's kind of fucking weird, bro. Like, why? Why we gotta do that shit? Why can't we just play Minecraft for fun? Because we gotta be serious. And lo and behold, that idea fell flat. So when he did his little bunk direct or whatever it was called, he was like, it's indefinitely canceled. It's definitely not because of any interpersonal conflicts. No. Definitely not that. So, let's see. I made a message that was like, guys, the Caves and Cliffs update is here. All the bedrock at the bottom of the what's it? Excuse me. Woo! The bottom of the pit that we built was replaced with deep slate instead of bedrock. So I was like really looking forward to expanding the pit even further. I thought it would be really fucking cool. And then of course that didn't work because he canceled OWBF. And then that meant I could no longer play on it, and that meant no one else could play on it. And so there was nothing we could do. So all the hard work we all put into it was meaningless, and Rylan, instead of confronting reality, he would rather pretend like it doesn't exist, it doesn't happen. So he deleted the videos that I edited for him. I don't know if you noticed that. I edited Best of Bunkatron's 2021 and 2022. No. I did 2020 and 2021. Those were the ones I did. And it was just very clear that he didn't like how I would edit for him, which is fine. I don't give a shit. I'm not that petty. But it was just really funny how like he would delete those videos just because I don't want them to find Loon from Neptune. Cause I hate him. But I wonder how many old videos we can find. Exactly, it's a Nintendo Direct ripoff. If we go to I think we're gonna go on a little adventure now. I think we can bring that back to normal without any issues at all. But this is so dumb. We're gonna do it this way. I don't care. Huh? There we go. Look at that. You can see everything that's going on. We're gonna go and look at Bunkatron's channel because I'm petty and silly. But you know what? At least I am honest about it. I'm still subscribed to him. I guess I forgot to unsubscribe from my second channel. That would be why. Okay, see, we photoshopped our Uber driver. Why is that a video? Bunk out of content. Look, okay, I don't give a shit if you don't like Sonic Adventure. Actually, I do. Sonic Adventure is a good game. If you don't like it, skill issue. No difference of opinion. I'm kidding. The Galphabet. Oh yeah, look, let's steal other people's content and just put it in there. That's totally funny and original. Seriously, bro. I didn't know you were how it should have ended. Yeah. Oh, God. And Danganronpa? Dude plays fucking Danganronpa. Need I say any more? That's like the pedophile central of the internet. Yeah, okay. I started watching this video because I saw it.
Sounds exciting.
And okay. Dino Kitten here. I guess they prefer Dino now, so we'll do that. Friend of mine at the time as well. I don't have beef with them, so I will not be talking about them. But it's really funny how he'll act like he's accepting of, oh look, this person who likes women and is the woman. I'm not bigot. I'm not bigot. And Okay. So I don't understand what the gimmick here is. Is it like he has a team of people, or is it just like meet the people I play with, I collaborate with? Is it I couldn't watch the whole thing. It just kind of felt like here's a funny compilation of my friends being silly. So we'll not touch on that. But like fucking why? That's weird. I don't give a shit about any of this. So we're gonna skip over that. Awful Rocket League video. You know, I was originally the one editing this video. I originally was like, he was like, this is gonna be called Loon's Hell because he's gonna have to edit all this. And here, we'll just play a brief moment of it, where you will see, you will hear I start talking, and then he'll immediately cut me off in the middle.
And then you cut their hands off.
What?
Actually, what wife are you talking about?
Orange Gatorade, well, not as good as the blue. Still, it's just like...
At the 3-minute mark of this video, add a random...
Every time someone laughs,
Do Zane activating his full potential.
Are you Russian? Are you
No.
Indian? You literally 1.7 billion people?
are you Ooh!
Oh, hey guys, that scream is me, by the way. That's also me. I can't do the sound anymore, but that was also me.
Yeah, I helped. Look at how much I helped.
Ben, that was kind of all you.
What are you talking about? That was Landon.
Let's see.
I do. Oh, you prick.
Completely ram me into the wall with
Owie.
sexual intent.
Oh, you're back, Captain Cool.
I'm gonna hit this in the goal, watch.
Into your own goal?
Missed.
No! See? Joke's on you! You thought!
Swabby's a nice guy.
Everybody
Trying to find
does
a-
his best to keep
A moment.
It's like,
I know
"Bam,
there
it's a
exists.
Landon."
If it fails if it
Yeah.
fails,
Everybody do
then
your best to
everybody
keep the
here
ball
is going to die.
In the pig.
Hello there! No!
You know, hello there. That's also me.
I have to murder him!
Had the majority of my team's goals.
Swabby with the
Everybody
Yes.
except for freaking Rylan had terrible
Yo,
ping for a
Swabby's
second.
got...
No, that means you have small.
You know, Suave, he just cuts me off in the middle of my sentence there. I wonder why that is. Could it possibly be because he's petty?
No, you're
Yes,
slightly.
yes, Mom.
Yuri!
hurts.
Oh god,
I'm
he
actually...
stabbed me.
Oh, that's freaky.
We're going against a Yuri? Dude, that's like a Russian...
Yuri is a
Yuri!
Yeah, he'll literally cut me off as soon as I start talking, and we're not going to watch any further. The moment Bunkatron played Danganronpa, I automatically hated the game. By the way, I showed Steve Bunkatron's YouTube channel, and he said it was trash. He showed EDP445 on his video. Oh, yeah. Bro. This one was weird. Because the pit was something we all did together. I was there for that one. He turned off comments. Why is that? Why is that?
A part of old OWF-led history, which is known as the Pit.
They say if you look at something for long enough, you'll start to love it. Well, I'll be shoving my cock in her fucking brain like...
Bunkatron? This one's weird because I would be there.
And he blew up my house. Fuck.
I remember the first initial idea of the pit.
He would leave clips of me in for this one, but for the other one he would not. So it's like he's weirdly picky choosy with where he decides to cut me out of videos or not. One of my favorite, even though I only have one video, it's automatically better than most of his videos. Yeah, exactly. The gifts of disc. Also, I want to point out something real quick, okay? You can call me petty all you want for this one, so I will accept the terms of that, okay? So, where is it? This video here. We're not going to play the whole thing because I might get demonetized, but, okay, made March 6th, 2022, or 2020. That is the day after my birthday. This was during a birthday sleepover.
We were here to celebrate my birthday. My brother had the idea for the song, and so that's what we did, right? Look how many views it has. 5,847. This video he used paid promotion on. And I would like to point out, paid promotion, it is his most viewed video. If we, for a moment, let's say hypothetically, we moved to the LoonFromNeptune's channel, the main one, not the second one. We will see that my most viewed video, 24,000 views. No paid promotion. Did I use someone else's video concept and just animate it using dreams? Yeah. That is what I did. I admit my faults. But 24,904 views. Released about a year and a half ago. No paid promotion. Paid promotion. Get on my level, Bunkatron. Bunkatron's cute sneezing video! You guys want to talk about something really funny? Before he had the channel Bunkatron, he had a video called TCP 101, Rylan Rocks 101, a bunch of different names. It changed a lot. But he used Subbot on that channel, which got him about this many subscribers at the time. And he was annoyed by that. And out of respect, I will say, I am very glad that he decided to make a new channel to distance himself from his cheating. He learned his lesson about Subbot. So I will give him credit where credit is due. But oh my fucking god, the irony. Paid promotion, only 5,000 views. No paid promotion, and 24,000 views. Granted, he does have more subscribers than I do. But again, I earned these subscribers through, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to bash on him that much, but I am going to be a little petty. This video was not even his idea. And I don't know. I feel like paid promotion is not that evil, okay? My girlfriend has a YouTube channel. She's had to use it before. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like cheating. You're just pushing your video to more people. Nothing wrong with that. But I just like to say, it's kind of funny how, the algorithm just sort of boosted my video. Yeah. Which bunk out of context was it where he intentionally cut out the clips of me, but only the ones that made me sound really bad? It might have been this one.
I need to get a less creaky chair, man.
Shut up. I need to get a less creaky chair, man. Let's see if I can find... I think it was a clip that was like, I may be a pedophile. Because I was referencing a meme. I may be a pedophile, but at least I'm not rude. And I think he intentionally just left in the, I may be a pedophile.
Give me your fucking orb. I've been saving one last surprise. Just, oh shit. No. And you are a stinky, poopy butthole.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let me out! Yeah. Oh.
What's the life lesson in this story?
Why are you reaching for the plug to my life support?
You had
Mm-hmm.
this much help?
About breakfast, get in breakfast!
Go not talk to me.
Yeah, go not.
Oh, don't do that.
Mhm.
That's not fun. No.
Boom!
Oh,
hey, look, he'll take the best of video out of context, but he'll unlist the video because he's too much of a coward to be associated with me. Oh yeah, of course. He's apolitical, but he'll talk against Democrat politicians. I wonder why that is. That was when they were watching the premiere for Out of Context. Or not Out of Context, Best of.
Everybody who's listening, don't you mute me.
What do you think about that?
Is this a video where it happened? I'm sorry, we have to sit through a Bunkatron video.
That'd be cool.
So what you need is not a 2.
Wait, what?
I'll just check if I have a spare Fortune 3 book. I do not. We also have the communities book at the boat.
Oh.
I'm
sorry.
The victim was Chihiro. No, you're wrong.
Guys, do you like my Sniper Wolf ass reactions?
Her pants.
Ha ha, sex. Something he doesn't have. I could be more petty. Listen, guys, you do not know how deep shit goes. I could be so much more petty than I've been. I could pull the ex-girlfriend cards on several people. I have the coalition of Rylan's exes. I could be petty, but I won't be because I'm bigger than that. Why did I ever want to replicate his style of editing? Who knows, man?
You cheated on me with Rebecca.
It's like symbolism. We have this wholesome family arc, and they just have...
This is 11.5 minutes long. I just want to see if I can find one clip. I don't think I want to sit through that whole video.
Sexy furry costume.
Oh, that's
Have you
what
seen
happened.
my son?
You know, it might be Out of Context 2 then. Or maybe he removed the clip because he's...
My PE teacher
Oh, hey guys, look, he took my video and then sped it up.
Watch! No, you're dead! Look how dead you are!
No.
64.
Mhm.
I could be stupid. I'm the cows now.
I might be a pedophile.
There it is! We found it! That's the only clip with me in the video!
I could be stupid. I'm the cows now.
I might be a pedophile.
That's the only clip. It's hard to sit through Bunkatron's videos. I know! Literally just to find I might be a pedophile. Let's see, is this me talking?
No, like, I don't think it's traumatizing.
Jacking off.
Can we see?
No.
Stop talking about giant penises.
White-headed.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Ha ha ha. He took those videos down too. We played Doki Doki Literature Club, just the two of us, and we had a bit where like every time we'd see like little and it would be like and then
Uh-oh. No.
Thanks, man. I appreciate the compliment.
Ghost roast?
Kevin!
haha, look, he stole someone else's video, but he put Nightbot there. It's original content.
It's a Nazi made of bees.
It's a Nazi made of bees.
Yeah.
It is.
I-
It's 100%.
Get in my mouth! Ah! And I paid off Jim's debt.
Vote for me. Every...
The election.
Don't attack
It's funny because all the good videos he decided to do something really fucking stupid. I'm sorry, guys. I have to talk about this. He wanted to make his main channel like all serious and edited stuff. I don't have a problem with that. But you know what that meant? Oh, you know how 90% of his content was streaming based? Yeah. Me too. So what the fuck did he do with all the streamed videos? Oh, just press the live tab. Oh, you see that? You see that? Doesn't exist. How do you find them? Well, you have to look up Bunkatron live, go to a completely separate channel where he streams from time to time. See? Oh, he literally streamed yesterday. Yeah, I don't watch these videos, so I genuinely don't care. And as you can see, not to diss him or anything. Not that I get better views than him or anything. I also don't get good views on my live streams, but 4 views. Let's see what his most viewed is. Oh yeah, when he reacted to Landon's video. Landon's video is pretty good, so no diss there. It's actual. Let's see. Yeah, he uploaded VODs on this channel. But the funniest thing is you know, we'll scroll for a bit, okay? We'll scroll as we do. And we'll see just how few episodes of OWF have been archived. Just how little he actually left up. This is so silly. Forsaken Lands. That was a different SMP he joined. I don't care about that. Oh, that was silly. That's it. Oh, look. Episode 24. It's literally it's the last remaining video. Do you know how many fucking, like, episodes we had of OWF? We had, like, almost 50 episodes. Half the episodes don't exist anymore because I'm just gonna assume that he didn't... I don't know, man. But, like, yeah, I mean, it's really fun going back to watch these old videos to see all the crazy shenanigans I did in the server. But you know what's really not funny? Is watching all these videos and looking at how horrible we all were to each other. Then again, I literally made Gen C's canceling Eminem-esque meme on Instagram recently. That was funny, though. And no one watches his live streams. My Omega.exe video got more views as well as my unlisted trailers. Bunkatron resorted to live streams because he's too lazy to edit serious videos, basically. You know what? Guess what? We're gonna go ahead and give you the best power imaginable. Because you're here pretty much every time I live stream. I think you're that way on my second channel. But yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot available. Purely because I think he just... I don't know, I think he's... Either he didn't save all the videos, or I don't know, man, but... I think I'm just kind of annoyed because OWF was like... It was his baby. It was partially my baby, too. And so seeing it no longer be fully available to see at, like, its full peak potential kind of makes me a little sad. Check these out. Okay. So... Oh, haha. I forgot he has a Clips channel, too. 12 subscribers. He's doing so well for himself there.
Last video a year ago. It's almost like he realized that Eclipse channel doesn't fucking work. Ironically, he posts clips on his main channel now as shorts. How well are his shorts? I haven't looked at that, actually. Does he get a lot of views on his shorts? Not the best, but also not the worst. Short form content's just the way to go on YouTube. Most people can't sit through live streams. And honestly, I'm surprised I'm even still trying to do live streams. No one does these anymore. His only good video was the leapfrog video. Seriously! I remember, did you know he edited that in Blender? He edited that video using the fucking animation software Blender. I remember I was like, hey, look at that. An actual informative video. Like, that's great. I like that one. Yeah. And look at that. It has 1,000 views. Like.
Sup, dorks. Don't you
But the sunglass. Oh my god.
just love how simple video games can be?
Dude, you gotta stop with this. It doesn't make you look cool. Listen. I'm just gonna put these on because my eyes are starting to strain. These are blue light glasses, by the way. I just gotta say, man, like, you don't look cool with them sunglasses on. You hear me? Okay. Just got text message from my girlfriend that she's coming home from wherever she is. That's good to know. Excuse me. That's the Dr. Pepper. This video is good, but he's got to stop with the fucking sunglasses, bro. We're not going to watch the video, but I will tell you this is a good video. So if you want to watch a Bunkatron video, this is the kind of shit I would recommend. This is what he should be trying to do on YouTube.
This cartridge is designed to be played without being plugged into the TV. Please unplug the TV cable, turn off your Leapster LMAX, and then turn it on again to play.
Well, there's always squinting.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a good video, but like his other ones just feel so disjointed and not good. I'm not saying I'm a YouTube like god. Lord knows I can't fucking make videos for the life of me. But like all I'm saying is like I get pretty consistent views with a few notable exceptions. Like this video did horribly because it's just a dumb video, bro. Like, I don't know. I feel like I tend to get at least over 100 views in general. Not always. But I think this is kind of live stream's a different story, right? Like you look here, you'll see all sorts of random numbers, but this one is gonna be no exception. Me neither. The animation was good though. Yeah. Listen, all I'm gonna say. My animations have been killer. I improved this one the other day on Dreams. So if you haven't seen this one already, check it out. But if you're gonna check it out in Dreams if possible, because that version is superior. But by the way, I made that model, so if you wanted to use it, you can. I've made tons of Dreams related content over the years. Dreams. This was made in Dreams. Made in Dreams. Let's see. Only videos that have not been made in Dreams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, sorry. I forgot how bad that thumbnail was. I did the censoring of the eyes thing. Colby Carson. All I have to say is like, it's like I'm half expecting to like, the Call Me Carson situation is crazy. Sorry, I'm checking in on chat every once in a while. So real quick, I wanna point out something, okay?
What is up?
This video has sorry, I like, there we go. Allow me to fill in the gap for you. I am he who shall not be named. So the question,
Never after.
Only ever
Good.
ever after 2.
YouTuber.
we'll go ahead and
This one should be pretty easy in comparison. Who's my favorite YouTuber?
Favorite YouTuber.
listen one more time. It's very quiet, but you can hear. And anyone who has watched Bunkatron for a long time will scroll down, because we have to scroll down. When he would do stop motions, he would use that little jingle.
Favorite YouTuber.
So that was my funny way of saying it's definitely not him. Oh yeah, I used to look so cute 2 years ago. Jesus Christ, I'm old. That's 2 years. Oh. Yeah, I can't believe that my girlfriend and I have almost been together for 3 years, about 2.5 now. But look at me. My facial hair was not as
Markiplier.
originally. I was gonna just completely cut out that joke altogether. But I decided that it would be funny to leave in, especially because it'd be kind of like a little subtle hint to what happened. And yeah, he decided to leave a comment, allow me to fill in the gap for you. I am he should not be named. And then I want to point out something real quick. So shortly after, if we go to my girlfriend's channel now, which by the way,
Hi guys.
you guys should subscribe to Life with Ari now. She hasn't uploaded it in a little bit, but she does gameplay videos, she does like vlogs, she does all sorts of stuff. I like her videos are fun. I like stuff. Maybe because I like her, but let's see if I can find not the boyfriend tag, but this video is Who Knows Me Best, featuring my best friend and boyfriend. So let's see if we can find the question.
What was my worst decision?
Okay.
You guys both know what this is.
The sake of memes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you both ready?
Yeah.
Put those boards.
Dating blank. So it no longer exists, but when this video came out, Landon made a comment that was like, I can't sit by and watch you shit talk such an amazing person. Like, I don't understand why you could hate him. He's so great. Like, yeah, how could you say it was the worst decision of your life? Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear, Omega Strike. But yeah, this video was really funny. That was our other like little jab that was supposed to be like yeah, we know what's up, bro. You ain't slick. Her worst decision was dating Rylan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. But you know what we're gonna do? In dreams.me, I think is the I better not sign in with the stream on, so give me a second to sign in there so that I don't immediately give away my PlayStation information. Because I feel like that might not be a good idea. Oh, I'm silly. Oh, I didn't mean to press caps lock. I did turn off. Seriously, bro, get a room already. I'm not gonna say anything, but I will say they had some weird tension at times. And yeah, not to be that guy, but I think it's entirely possible that they've... I could get so petty, and I could tell you some things that, like, no one should ever know about. But I'm not quite that petty. Okay, so we're on the Dreams website. We can't actually play any Dreams here, but we can at least show some stuff. Okay, I gotta play that when I get off. Holy shit, that's cool. Okay. Any new notifications? Oh, okay, there's all sorts of stuff I've missed apparently. Okay, so did he update that? No, he did not. Okay, sorry. I've been working on a lot of stuff in Dreams, but yeah, here we can actually take a look at something pretty funny. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that as well. We'll go ahead and look at photos so we can look at all the behind the scenes stuff. Okay, so this is this right here is 1.0 of the model that I did for trying to replicate the art style of Yuji Uekawa. So Sonic Adventure 2. Let's see if I can find the exact pose that I referenced for that one. It wasn't that one, it was the other Sonic Adventure 2 one. Right, I'm thinking of the right thing. Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? Yeah! Okay, there we go, there we go. So, it wasn't 100% accurate, but I was like, guys, look, I'm doing it! Doing my very best. So that got improved, and then I made this son of a bitch, which, I made that little animation for. You can check it out. There it is. I'm pretty proud of that one. I have improved it a little bit, but, yeah, I'm definitely happy with that one. This one's funny only because, if we look at the old versions of it, that's possible. I don't know if I can on here. Genealogy, click on this one. No, I can't look at the old version, so I guess we just have to look at the render as is. Never mind. Okay. Let's look at some funny stuff, shall we? I've done all sorts of goofy little renders. Yeah. This is the fun part of Dreams. You get to just fuck around with all sorts of cool shit. Okay. Oh, separate fan project. I can't show that one. Okay. So, we got my fun Eggman model. We've got all three of my Sonic models at the time. The ugly ass tails that I need to work on. Shit, that one goes hard. I forgot how hard that one went. That one is inspired by Frontiers, in case you couldn't tell. That goes hard. I forgot that I can kind of fucking cook with renders sometimes. Not every time, but what is happening? Yes, allow cookies, sure. Come on, there's more photos than that, you lying bastard. Photos, okay. So we'll just scroll. Okay. I have these two fan characters for my game Sonic Dawn. These are their pronouns. Respect them. Vane and Valentine. Those are their names. How do I get out of there? Okay, so you just tap off. Okay, I don't always cook an Ader, but sometimes I can... Oh, sorry. Vane's official render has a soft spot in my heart. I love it so much. Yeah, I've done a lot of cool renders and shit for Sonic Dawn. God, this is back when I sucked at rendering too, but oh, haha, model of the Loon from Neptune. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, this is what I've been working on instead of YouTube for about 3 years. It's exactly Bunkatron's reaction to pronouns is re. Anyway, I think we're gonna move on from Rylan now, because Rylan is he's been done, you know? Landon's been done. I have told you the important parts of their of the drama there. You know what I mean? You know the basic gist. Ooh, Dreamatorium. You guys, it might look like the videos are gone, but they're not. I left them unlisted so you can watch them on these playlists. So, let's see, which one's this? You can watch AK React Bunkatron Special, and AK's parents reacting to Construct Adventures. You can watch that time I re-edited one of Landon's old videos. You can watch their stupid vlog videos. Again, this was our collaborative channel, but they sure did love to just use it as their... Landon would use it for his streams, because he didn't have a gaming channel. He would also use it for reactions. Rylan would use it for his vlogs. Genuinely, the only one that I remember really liking is this one. This one was eh. This one was stupid. This one was cool. Oh, and then of course you can find random videos. All the ones that don't go in a category specifically. Just Rylan does this. Rylan posted this. So here's our first video. So if you want to watch old Dreamatorium content, you still can. I don't know why that's the username. This is a little pretentious. I might change that. You don't have to subscribe. Yeah. I think now we can talk about what I want to do with the channel. My channel. Because it's been... Okay, so if we look at our videos, ignore the dreams content. Ignore the depressing videos. If we go... I'm going to say that, like, the last time I've done, like, a true upload... I say that, that's really funny. Because these are all genuine uploads, but, like... But, shut up. But about 3 years since I've had a clear direction for the channel, I've changed into kind of a whatever channel again. And that's not even including the live streams, which have gone every which way. I guess we're just gonna talk about what I want to do. So, I'm unsure, because I keep going back and forth.
I'm like commentary, music, animation. So I think kind of the best place to be is all of them. I think I'm gonna go unclear for a while. I think what I want to do is right now the biggest project I'm working on is like an updated LoonFromNeptune character design. But additionally to that, not only am I doing like a new design, but I'm giving him a story, a lore, if you will. And in this, I'm still sharing like my. We'll just come here. So basically, what I'm doing now is I'm writing a lore, a story, all that for the LoonFromNeptune, and I think this might be a bit ambitious, so we'll play it by ear. I might do an album release, for the LoonFromNeptune, and I also had a Dreamatorium channel called The Unholy Trinity. We disbanded because we wanted to focus on our own projects. Yeah, I mean, that just kind of happens, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's just how that rolls, and that's okay. But, yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I might do an album release, with original songs that explain the lore for the LoonFromNeptune character, and all that, and then also have like a little like either comic book or animated like thing to go along with it so that you can experience the music while reading or while watching this animated short project thing. That's very ambitious, and again, I've already been working on a different ambitious project for way too long, so it might not be that intense. It might just be a bunch of separate projects, you know? So I guess what I'm trying to say is the YouTube channel still has no clear direction as of right now. But I want to make a comeback, so I might just try streaming and doing just talk videos for a while just to get on my feet. Tomorrow is going to be a pretty busy day for me, I think, because that fair I was telling you about earlier that I was petty about is in town. So I might just go check that out. Sorry, I just saw the Kermit in the back there, and I immediately remembered Dreamatorium again, because we had a podcast called Big League Chew. And in the first episode, I went on Omegle, which, as you know, has now been debunked, disbanded. And I was going to do a video with Omega Strike talking shit about it. But that Kermit puppet right there was the one that I had on my hand during episode 1, going, "Hello there!" Obviously, we don't have the cameras in view for that one, because it's Omegle, and there's a lot of penis there, or was, rather. Rest in peace, El Bozo. On his Gorillaz arc. Yeah, you know it, exactly. I'm on my Gorillaz arc. Animated music videos with appealing characters, and okay music. I'm kidding. That was a hot take. Whoa, dial it back, Loon. You can't call Gorillaz okay. I have nothing but respect for Gorillaz, okay? Chill. It was a joke. Yeah, I don't know. I've been, honestly, in truth, for the past few, like, years, when I try to live stream, I immediately get demotivated in the middle of it, and then I just start, like, spiraling into insanity, and then I go, I'm quitting YouTube again forever. And so that's why you'll see me go live, and then you're like, why can't I find the live stream? It's because I private it, because I get too depressed and stressed, and I'm like, it's not worth it. So, that a lot of that's just because of my, part of it's ADHD, part of it's depression, some of it is, just bad habits that I gotta work my way through. I love how you can see everything here. You can see my little keyboard that I bought, and you can see me right there. Isn't that so fun? That's why I hate wearing glasses. Like, these are blue light glasses just because my eyes start to strain when I stare at screens for too long. Especially because for my gaming rig here, it's not a great rig, but here, we'll take a look at it real quick. See that? Whoa, it lights up and stuff. There's a GTX 1660 Super in there. That's my graphics card. I think I have an i5 processor. Yeah, an i5. You know what? Over there, you see that? That is a signed poster. Have you ever seen Stranger Things? You remember Yuri from season 4 of Stranger Things? He was at the local like Comic-Con convention in my hometown. And so I got to see him, and my girlfriend is calling me. Give me one moment to deal with that, and I don't know if I'll be back. My face is back. So we're gonna explain this very briefly. I don't have a clear direction for the channel. So we're just gonna kind of roll with it and do whatever I want to. But I think the unscripted rambling stuff is kind of just what I do good at, because I'm unmedicated ADHD with no therapy. So maybe that's what I just this is my my trauma dumping session that only took about 3.5 hours. Yeah, so I think I'm probably gonna start trying to wrap things up here, purely because it is 2 a.m. and I'm fucking sweating in my room because they turned off the AC. I don't know why they did, and I don't want to turn on my fan because that's loud as shit. and also just quite frankly, my voice is getting tired, and I think I've drawn this video longer than I needed to. But I guess I'm gonna leave things off with a pretty simple, like, please don't go after Rylan and Landon for this shit. It's not worth it. Like, they're not that important in the grand scheme of things. That might be petty and mean, but I don't care. This whole video has been petty and mean. And quite frankly, I'm tired of acting like shit didn't happen between us. So just being able to say shit went down and you know, that I mean that's all there is to it. Shit went down. So now you know. We're not friends. We don't work together. That's not a secret. But now it's public. Now you know that I don't vibe with them and they don't vibe with me. What does it matter? They can try to put on a perception of getting along with anyone and everyone, but they don't. So, you know, that's just people. Now I'm surrounded by people I actually give a shit about and people who actually give a shit about me. And even though some days I want to just drop off the face of the earth, now I actually have a support system who makes me want to stay. You know what I mean? So, I'm not saying that they encouraged me to want to kill myself or anything ludicrous like that. But I am saying that, like, I am in a better spot now without them. And I'm glad that they're in a better spot without me. So, let's not send them any hate. Let's just acknowledge that they are a part of my past and they are no longer a part of my present. I guess that's the best way to put it. You know, like, I'm still gonna be a petty little bitch about it, and I'm still gonna be like, I don't like those guys, but I'm not gonna be like, you guys should go tell them to kill themselves. You should go to their YouTube channels and harass them, because that's fucking stupid and dumb and cringe. And I'm not fucking, like, I'm not just a robot or whatever commentary. I'm kidding, he hasn't done that, but I'm not a commentary channel like that. I'm not trying to cause negativity. 50-50. I'm trying to make you aware of a situation that went shit because they couldn't handle it with maturity and let you know that I was not a mature person either. That I've grown as a human and I'm rambling. What I'm saying is we've grown, we've gone separate ways. Let's not send hate. Let's just acknowledge that shit happened in the past and move on like grown adults. Cool? Yeah, now let's focus on the present and the future. So, the channel from here on out is just going to be whatever I feel like. So what's the point of the second channel? Good question. I don't know. It's kind of just my I watch things channel now. But I guess that's where I'm going to like post like shit posts. Maybe a few like gaming videos, but like this is gonna be like strictly my whatever I want, and I'm not gonna let anyone tell me what to do. So I'll talk about trans rights and gay rights if I want to, and if you got a problem with that, that's okay. You don't have to watch. You can go watch Andrew Tate for all I care. Seriously, I don't care. You can watch whoever else. But yeah, I mean, I'm an adult. I'm not salty that not everyone likes my videos. That's just real life. So you know, watch what you like, watch what you want to watch what you like. And if you like these videos, then cool, thank you. I appreciate you sticking around. Like, I don't know, I'm not proud with most of my videos, and yet like I still have an audience, and I'm thankful for you guys. What I have like 140 subscribers? Yeah, 141. Follows Dat Right Stuff. Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought he followed that account? What's next? Am I going to find him following End Wokeness on Twitter? The literal Russian spy. Whatever. Oh, God. Like, I don't care. It doesn't, like, again, I have to preface this. I know it sounds like it consumes my soul, that like I think about this on a day-to-day basis, but I don't. I really don't think about it that much. Like, I guarantee you tomorrow, I'm not even gonna remember. I don't even remember most of the shit I said, like, and it's been 3 hours, 40 minutes. So, like, you know, I guarantee you I'm not gonna remember most of it tomorrow. It's not because I'm gonna get fucking wasted. I'm not that kind of guy. It's purely because I ramble so much, and yeah. So, I don't know, if Rylan and Landon want to make like a fucking call out post or whatever, I don't give a shit either, because honestly, that's childish and I won't entertain it. Like, there's, I don't know. Look, Loon said this one thing in this one video. Okay. That was also 4.5 years ago. So, like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Yeah. I don't know, I'm a rambly guy, so, I don't know, don't send hate their way. Even though they piss me off to no end. But I don't think about them. I sound like I'm contradicting myself. I literally do not think about them that much. Tomorrow, I'm going to be focused clearly on, like, the fair, maybe going to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and thinking about budgeting for my vacation in August, later this week. Or not this week. Sometime next week, give or take. So, like, you know, I got other shit to worry about. I've got payments to make. So, believe me, I'm not going to be milking a situation just because I like to ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble. This is, like, probably the last time This is, like, the only time I'm going to go that in depth about things. Because there's really no point in me doing anything else, you know? Sorry. Itchy. I've told you the personal beef and the professional beef as well. So this is my own Kendrick versus Drake. Oh, sorry. Nose is so itchy. Well, not my nose, but the underneath my nose. Yeah. Anywho, we're gonna just wrap this thing up because I ramble too much and I could go on and on for another 2 hours if I wanted to. But I need to you know, I need to cut myself off somewhere. So, if you like the video, you know what to do. I'm not gonna do the whole spiel. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. That's... I don't have to do the whole, if you liked it every time. You know the drill by now. Do what you gotta do. If you don't like it, do what you gotta do. I have an email. You know what? Let's go to the end. Look at that. I have social platforms. Instagram, LoonFromNeptune. Twitter, LoonFromNeptune. And lucas.walker.elephant@gmail.com for suggestions and for inquiries. I'm sure my inbox will be so full because, you know, so many people are watching the video. Gosh, yeah. That's really all there is to it. All she wrote. Thank you for entertaining my dumb ramblings for almost 4 hours. I appreciate you for sticking around this long. I appreciate all 141 of you who decided that I was worthy of your subscription, despite being the dumb idiot that I am. Seriously, I do care about you guys, and it really means a lot to me. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Yeah, that being said, you know, no, I don't know. What am I doing? Thank you all for watching so very much. I do appreciate it. I love you all.